So.
Good afternoon. It's 3:01. I'm live from Twin Peaks out in Cool Springs.
You are?
Yeah.
Good. You're live.
Are
Zeph's
you alive?
live.
Are you
Twin
alive
Peaks.
or are you live?
Okay.
He's not dead. He's alive from Twin Peaks.
All right. Don't hijack my update. The Titans are back on the practice field today as they get ready to host the Chiefs on Sunday.
3-8,
Head coach Mike McCoy said that Amani Hooker went home sick, and Cedric Gray will miss today's practice with a concussion. Jeff Simmons, Tony Pollard, Jihad Ward, Chika Conquo all had a rest day. Also, Femi Oladejo, Ali Gay, Dan Moore, Bryce Oliver, and Xavier Restrepo returned to practice. In NFL news today, the Miami Dolphins bench quarterback Tua Tagovailoa and are turning to Quinn Ewers as the new starting quarterback. The 7th-round pick will have his first start on Sunday against the Bengals. Also, Tennessee quarterback Jake Merklinger headed to the transfer portal. Multiple sources reported today a former 4-star recruit has appeared in just 5 games over the last 2 seasons. For your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. It is.
Happy Hump Day.
I thought she was going to do it.
Nope, I am not. I'm never doing it again. Y'all demolished me.
It is Hump Day, and we appreciate you being with us. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com if you want to come out and visit with us. We are broadcasting live today in Cool Springs at Twin Peaks, where the food is great, the beer is cold. 27.8 degrees currently the temperature here. The exact address is 1634 Galleria Boulevard. What's in this little shopping center place? There's a Party City over there.
I think
There used to be
it used to be, right? They closed.
Oh, they did?
I think so.
There used to be a Nike outlet over there, too.
There's a Carter's Kids.
There you go. And there's a Best Buy. Best Buy's down the road.
Also a Golf Galaxy.
Yeah, Golf Galaxy's still there.
That's the one that matters to my family.
Yeah. Your husband can play some golf, let me just tell you.
And he loves it.
Unless he's playing with our friend Brian DeLauder, who rattles the hell out of him. Just by being him.
I know, and they play
and they're teammates.
together as teammates. And
it's not
a
like
disaster.
he's even trying to rattle him, but he does. I guess everybody has that guy in their life. We are here until 6 o'clock. We would love to see you broadcasting live from the Circus Sports Studio.
I'm very festive.
Studio. Circus Sports at the Met Gaming Hall at Kentucky Downs. You are festive again.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the shirt that you have to rub your chest to make it change.
That's right. Right now it says on the nice list, and you can rub the sequins the opposite way.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Please. It's right over the chest. It's not ideal, but now it says on the naughty list. We're not going to leave it on that, though.
I think you should be
especially
on the naughty
not
list.
at Twin Peaks.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, we'll go nice. We're nice. We're nice
Weren't
today.
you in like a contract situation and you were like, well, maybe I'll just apply here?
Yeah.
You did say that at one
I
point.
did say that.
Did Will Boeing sign his deal? Did I see that today?
I don't know.
Or was that a Ramon Foster thing yesterday?
Ramon Foster yesterday is a real thing.
That is a real thing. Food coming. What did you get, Zeph? Is your mic working? Oh, look at him. He gets the same thing no matter where we go now.
Is it Canadian
Does your mic
cuisine?
work?
Philly cheesesteak.
Hey, Kirby, can you turn his mic on, please?
Well, you can't decide what he's doing.
Well, I mean, Slay's not here, so Zeph's mic needs to be on.
I got a Philly cheesesteak
That's what he always does now.
with
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
mushrooms, onions, and peppers.
Ew.
I'm not a mushroom guy, are you?
Yes. Well, I'm
What
not
did
a
you
guy,
say?
but yes.
What did you say? Ooh, the two then.
Onions and peppers?
Oh,
Or
onions.
just onions.
Onions give me heartburn.
Wow.
They're good for your blood, though.
Really? Never heard that.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why they give you heartburn.
I
Makes your
learned
blood
that in Grosse Point Blank. You know, I love that movie. Onions for your blood. I think it's blood. It's either blood or heart. It's one of those things.
Speaking of blood, there's a Bloody Mary right in front of me, and it looks phenomenal.
It does. Is it good? It's
yes,
phenomenal.
He said phenomenal.
I love it. So, yeah, we'll be here until 6 o'clock. We'll tell you about some of the things going on. But basically, any time you want to watch sports, come here. And we've got a lot of sports coming on. coming up this weekend. We've got Alabama and Oklahoma. Zeph just gave me a little nugget about that. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
If Oklahoma beats Alabama, it'll be the first time the same team has beaten Alabama in the same season, twice in the same season, since 1893.
Oh, my gosh.
You know who beat them in 1893 2 times in one season?
Auburn.
No, you don't know. Well, maybe. Was Auburn at one time the Birmingham Athletic Club? The
Maybe.
BAC?
Maybe.
They might have been. I don't know. I'm not going to put it past them, but that's when it happened. The last time Alabama lost to the same team twice in one season, in the same season, 1893.
So it's interesting you bring that up because I've kind of dove into that a little bit because I have Montana and Montana State. Montana State beat Montana already this season.
Right.
And every time but once, the team that won the first matchup in the season has lost the second matchup.
Every time but once.
Every time but once. And I think
love
there's like
stats
15
like that.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder if that extends like across the country a lot. And in football, it doesn't happen very often, right? Unless it's a SEC championship game or college football playoff now. But it definitely doesn't happen very often. So it's not like there's a million stats to kind of pull. But yeah, just digging in for a lot of these teams, the second matchup, the opposite team wins. What was Georgia, Alabama, SEC championship?
I know,
Same
right?
thing.
Like that's was my first reaction to what he said about that. I'm like, in the SEC championship game era, you would have thought it would have happened at one time or another, but apparently not.
Well, but nowadays it's because they don't do, like the schedules are all mixed up now, you know, instead of like East and West. So it wouldn't happen very often.
By the way, coming up on December 20th, they will celebrate here at Twin Peaks in Cool Springs National Sangria Day.
That sounds like a great day.
I haven't had a sangria in a long time, but those are very refreshing.
That's like a beach drink, right?
You think so? Mm-hmm. Well, there's red wine in it.
Yeah, I was going to say sangria is like, it's like wine and fruit.
Oh, here we go. Thank you, Zeph.
Thanks, Seth.
Well, I know that we make it all the time when we host events at our
You
house.
had it at your, what do you call it? When we went
Yes, the crawfish. boil.
Crawfish.
crawfish. Thank you.
Yes.
Is that the national drink of Canada? Is that what it is?
No, it's a Hispanic drink.
By the way,
And my
Hispanic Canadian.
He just ignores us now.
and my
Yeah.
extended family is
It's Hispanic Canadian drink. That's what it is. By the way, they're doing they're having drink specials all day long on New Year's Eve here at the Peaks, so you could celebrate New Year's Eve at Twin Peaks.
like it.
615-737-1045. You want in guesting wise today. Coach Mack presented by Two Rivers Ford at 4 o'clock. Todd Furman. The 3HL sports betting window will be open at 4:20. We'll discuss each of the college football playoff games. And even if you're not into the sports betting angle, Todd has incredible information to get you ready for these games.
We also have a very special guest. Talk to him basketball maybe
Right now,
right now.
Slay Dog, are you here?
I'm in the building.
Hey, dude, I'm so glad that you called in.
Why? What did I do, Babsy?
No, just
first of
because.
all, let me say something. Let me say something about the producer. The producer told me yesterday in our group chat, Slay, you want to call in today and tomorrow to talk about Memphis and Vanderbilt, or you know what I mean? And left it at that. I said yes, and so I'm sitting there on Zoom for 5 minutes.
Oh,
Nobody let me in. Nobody let me in Zoom.
Well,
Zeph's making excuses. He's pantomiming.
I know he
excuses.
is. I know
It's
he
all right.
is.
You
I
didn't
know
text
he
me a
is.
time, Slay Dog.
Oh, yeah.
I
Now,
think
you
he's
know,
going to
I'm
get on
a
Ross.
screenshot the text, Zeph. You know I'm a screenshot the text and send it to the group, right?
Receipts, baby. Receipts. That's what we
Well,
do
they got
here. We
receipts.
keep receipts.
Hey, Slay, real quick, before we get into SEC basketball, what a performance in the first half yesterday by Lipscomb at Duke. Led most of the way, trailed by 3 at halftime, forced 16 turnovers from the Blue Devils. And Babs and I talked about before we got off the air, right as halftime hit, they had 16 turnovers. John Shire was going to light them up at halftime. They only had 5 in the second half and win by 24. So we saw what Boozer is.
Before that, let me go on and give props to to Lipscomb, because I said walking into the studio before we was about to watch the game, oh man, I forgot Lipscomb was playing Duke. They probably won't even score in the first half. And lo and behold, man, they was handling their business.
Yeah.
So I got to give a big salute, man. Lipscomb went up there not to play, not to compete. They went up there to try to win. So big props to them, man. They stopped me in my tracks.
Yeah, 48-45 at halftime, and Lipscomb led the whole first half until right at the end. So, yeah, props to them. Duke did pull away like we thought they would, but Cam Boozer, 26 points and 13 boards. Dude's a beast.
And he only had, what, 8 at the mid-first half?
He had 8 points and 4 turnovers early.
Yeah.
It's crazy watching the game out. It's almost like he plans it. I'm gonna go in and have a slow half, man, and then John Shire like that wick up on them, and then it's on. He comes out like an uncontrollable beast, like he is. So.
Slay, number 20, Tennessee picked up a huge win last night, pounding number 11, Louisville, 83-62 from Mike Wilson. Louisville has been held to 62 points or fewer 3 times in 46 games under Pat Kelsey. 2 of them are against Tennessee. That was as complete a game as they've played this season.
This is why I wanted you on, Slay.
Yeah.
Because you said, I don't want to face a Tennessee team coming off losses and 10-day rest.
Bingo, Babsy. And that's exactly what it was. You faced a desperate team that had been hearing all week how good this team was coming in. And let alone that. Don't even mind that. Think about what they had to go through and endure with a coach like Coach Barnes and his locked in one environment. Film, no classes, weights, practice, shooting, more film. Phone conversations for 30 and 40 minutes from the head coach himself talking to you. Now, nobody want to do that as no player. It's 2 things that players hate, Babsy, and I promise you this. Mayor, the bench and the baseline. No players want that. So you already hearing it about your playing time. The second part is they got the balloons on the sideline to talk about and remind them of their turnovers. And if all those balloons get popped, everybody heads to the baseline, and you got to run. Don't nobody want to do that. So I knew coming into it they were going to be focused. They understood what it was, and we all said you had to be accountable, and you had to demand more from each other, and they did that. Going inside like that and establishing the inside, and that for 3 years to be able to throw the ball in the post. You've been having shooters. You've been having guards that can go. You've been having guys that can protect the rim, guys that can catch alley-oops, but you have not been throwing it in the post since Greg Williams left. They did that last night, and look how it opened up in the second half for them to be able to shoot wide open, uncontested threes.
Okay, you mentioned phone calls with the head coach for like 30, 40 minutes. What do you think those convos were like? Because we know how Rick Barnes is in a public presser. I mean, like he is not. There's no qualms for him to call out his players. What do you think? What were these conversations like?
Yeah, it's him demanding more of these guys. Yeah. You know, it's one-on-one conversation. I was telling you exactly what I think you should be doing. Then I'm going to tell you what you're doing. Then at the end of the conversation, we got to come up with a solution how to reach how good you need to be for us to be successful. And it's all team-based. Your success, your individual success is based on, it's going to come out in the team success. I'm not telling you we need you to average 40 points in order for you to average 40 points and go to the league. If we need you to average 40 points, that's what we need to win. So that's what we expect from you, and that's what you need to be able to do. If you can't do that, tell me now. That's what I think them conversations went like, Babsy. So if that's the case, man, dude, they're in good hands. And that sometimes you need to recalibrate. Everybody needs a break. We always say if we go on vacation, as soon as we come back in, if one of us go away for 3 or 4 days, first thing we say is, man, God, I miss y'all, man.
Yeah.
And you settle in, and you know what I mean? You recalibrate, and we go on. Yeah. It's the same thing in sports. It's the exact same thing.
That's a good point. That was the defensive performance Rick Barnes was looking for as well. Shutting down the number 2 offense in college basketball, Louisville turned it over 16 times, shot 7 of 34 from 3. They were really extending on those 3-point and shot attempts, and Barnes is like, man, we're switching off screens. You better be able to cover that.
You got to play like you have nobody to protect you behind.
That's right.
Don't act like we have somebody that's rotating over or it's a help side. No, you're on an island by yourself. Keep your man in front of you for more than 2 dribbles and contest the shot without fouling. And then when we get the rebound, we get out and run. Do not turn the ball over. So if you don't turn it over, rebound the ball, finish around the basket, and they still miss 10 free throws, but it was better than it's been in the past. So, I mean, you're asking them to play technical and with the shoot from deep.
Sorry, you cut out there for a second. Gillespie with 23 points and 5 assists.
That's probably Zeph trying to cut me off.
Zeph's eating a Philly cheesesteak. That's what Canadians love. It was his fifth.
That's the thing, man. Like they're going to grow from this, and they're going to get better. I think that was the best thing to see. Them being able to score inside. And even if the guys wasn't even selfish, I thought they could have tried more. They were still kicking it back out because that defense would collapse, and now you can be the shooters that you are.
Yep, Gillespie with 23 points, 5 assists. It was his 5th 20-point game. And to your point, Jalen Carey is so much fun to watch right now. And Rick Barnes continues to challenge him. Even with that 12.10 board game, he was telling him, you've set the bar. We expect more out of you.
Yep, that's how it's supposed to be. And it's supposed to be demanding not only from Coach Barnes, but just wait until a game or two. After these 2 games up and you get in the SEC play and you coming out of timeouts and you see the players looking at Jalen saying, hey, dog, we coming to you. Like, you got to go take care of it. That's the weight you can carry. That's why you transferred in. You wanted to establish a force down low that was going to be a mismatch. If they go outside, dude, you can put it on the floor and you can lob it. Like, you have all the tools in your basket, but you got to tap in. That's the biggest part of it, being able to accept it.
Vanderbilt, the highest-ranked SEC team. They are 10-0, ranked number 13 in the country. They are playing Memphis in Memphis tonight. Vandy favored by 7.5. They're going to run up and down the floor and shoot threes. None of Vanderbilt's 10 wins, Slay, have been by single digits. Duke Miles averaging 16.6 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Tyler Tanner's been great, the sophomore from Brentwood Academy, averaging 15.8 points, 4.6 assists per game. And Tyler Nickel, 30 points last time out. He hit 8 threes. Anybody on the floor for Vanderbilt can light it up.
Yeah, and that's going to be interesting, man. Penny will have his guys ready to play down there in the Forum. They need a win that they can, kind of put a feather in their cap as well. But I'm just not sure, man, if you can keep up with this pace because they go 8-9 deep. The way they pressure you, the way they turn over, the way they capitalize and score off turnovers. And then when they get in the open floor, it's not just protecting the basket. These guys, like you said, pull up for 3. They average 95.3 points per game, man. Yeah. That's nuts. That's 4th. Now, granted, the competition that they played, but they've done what they're supposed to do against the competition that they played. So we'll see tonight, man. I think Memphis may try to make it a game early, but at some point, man, Vandy just can pull away.
Yeah, Memphis needs to win. They're 4-5. They got blasted by Louisville over the weekend, an arch rival. Not going to spend a lot of time on this game, but wanted to get your take real quick on the way out because I know you went and watched them work out before the Tennessee-Mississippi State game. But Mississippi State beat Long Island. It was a tight game. They won by 4. But the story is going to be the story and a reason to watch them, and that's the guy you say shoots the laces off the ball. Josh Hubbard, 34 points. 11 of 23 from the floor, 6 of 13 from 3.
Yeah, it was good to see him bounce back like he did, man. He was coming off of an ankle injury 2 games ago. Wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get out there and go. This is a good thing about Christmas break. Not like people going to class anyway, but you ain't even got to think about going to tutoring sessions. You can go in there and get treatment around the clock, get in there, get your shots up, and he was ready to go. He's going to be a problem, and he's going to have a lot more outbursts like that. If they want to get this team even hovering around the middle of the pack of the SEC. Granted, with Sean Jones Jr., he got to deliver. Big Bullet, Ballard down low, 7-footer. He got to be able to deliver. They got a couple of pieces, man, but it's going to take a magnificent effort from Josh Hubbard to be able to get Coach Jans and them tournament ready.
I need some betting advice here. Florida and St. Francis down in Gainesville. Florida is a 45.5-point favorite, Slay Dog.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of points, man. That's a lot of points. But I will say I'm doing a special on them to start out before that game starts.
Are you?
About Thomas Houck. Yeah, and I pulled a couple of clips on him, how he's advancing and changing his game, but how especially you can get Boogie Fland and Xavier Lee to going. They played good in the Garden. Can they pick up where they left off and try to carry that on? Maybe they're starting to catch for them. Xavier Lee is coming along, the guard from Princeton. But they got to have Boogie Fland, who transferred from Arkansas, playing alongside of him or even better than him. If those guards can't average about 16 or 17 apiece, where one is averaging 11, I think the other is about 10, then it's going to be trouble for them. But their front court, it's going to be hard for St. Francis to score on this front court.
Slay Dog chiming in from Charlotte, and you can see him on the SEC Network. A couple of shout-outs real quick, and we'll let you go. I know you need to get to work, but shout-out to Belmont. They're 11-1. If you haven't paid attention to them, they're 2-0 in conference play. Their only loss was to Richmond by 8 points. They've won 3 in a row. They play at UC Irvine on Friday night at 8. And Slay Dog TSU, you brought this up a couple of days ago. They host UT Martin tomorrow night at 7:30. Tigers finding their groove. They've won 4 out of 5. Won at UNLV at the Thomas and Mack Center over the weekend. So Nolan has them going a little bit now.
Yes, he does, man. We listen to the guys you talking about, Nolan Smith, and then Casey Alexander. Like these are guys that know what they want. They're gonna play their style regardless if they're up or down. Other than that, man, you better buckle up your chin strap because they coming to roll. And I would like to ask, since we give a shout-out, hey, y'all, Babsy.
What?
Yo?
You just popped out. You said Babsy, and she was like, what?
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all one thing. Well, I'm fresh to death. Good God, I'm fly. I'm sitting here looking in the mirror. Boy, I got a new one on tonight, man. I ain't doing the best out on them, boy. Hey, man, I got that devil in the tie. That bad boy fresh. Hey, boy, I'm telling y'all. Hey, boy, y'all better pay attention tonight. I'm sharp.
I can't wait to look at you
and
feel bad about myself, Slade. That's where I am tonight, man. I cannot wait to look at you, bro.
Send us a pic.
I'm gonna send y'all one as soon as I get the makeup.
Okay.
I love it. Thank you, Slay Dog.
Have
a great show tonight, brother. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'll send you a pic as soon as I get to makeup. I mean, what the hell?
3HL. We are in desperate need of a break, but we'll do that. 3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. Maybe Spring Hill Heating and Cooling is cooling down this beer. 29 degrees at Twin Peaks in Cool Springs. We would love to see you. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. When we come back, we'll talk about Titans football. The Titans have designated some players to return to practice instead of putting people on IR. We'll tell you about it next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Upton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep. New or pre-owned. My guys at Upton are ready to help you out as we close out the year. You need to close out the year with a new car. And you can do it. Truck, SUV, Jeep, Sprinter van. Maybe you got like 17 kids you need to haul around. They've got Sprinter vans as well. Maybe you and Phillip Rivers can go in together. I don't know. But just tell Daniel Gupton and his crew what you're looking for. They'll point you in the right direction. You go take your test drive, and they will help make the numbers right. It will be that easy. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Best vehicle buying experience you'll have ever had. Check them out online, GuptonMotors.com. All the dealership information is there, address, phone number, inventory, new and pre-owned, all the deals they have going on in the month of December right there at GuptonMotors.com. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
What's happening is Big Slay, and listen, you may hear a little bit of congestion right now, but I promise you, it can all be fixed, and it did get fixed. Why? Because I reached out to medicalhousecalls.com. They came straight to the crib, hooked me up with the IV, and got everything that I've been missing, the vitamins, minerals, nutrients. Man, my little vein sucked that little juice up so fast. I'm telling you, listen, this is the best thing, though. I promise you, when it comes to primary health care, urgent care, IV therapy, they have it all up under one roof. 615-838-2375 is real simple. You call or text them, and they hit you right back. You book your visit, well, their visit to your house or workplace, wherever it is that's comfortable for you. Medical providers will be at your door to deliver the care that gets you back ASAP. At-home urgent care, mobile IV therapy, primary care is all correct. 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's healthcare designed for your life. Remember, it's medicalhousecalls.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport with you. Slay Dog will return tomorrow. Babsy's headed to Montana. You're lucking out with the weather, man.
I am so lucky. It's going to be like warm there. Okay, that's a little.
I mean, like
That's going crazy.
yeah,
but
like 35, I think, on game day. 45 the day before.
yeah, I think it's a high of 37 on game day with a low of 25, and game is in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
I want to tell you about we love broadcasting live outside of our studio, and for y'all to come meet us, and a lot of times tell us your story about how you came to be in relationship with us and how long you've been listening and all those things. And we've got a guy, Marvin Berry, that came and he's in a chair. And he said, you went to John Trotwood Moore Middle School, didn't you? And I said, yes. And he said, how old are you? And I said, 52. And Marvin said he's 53. So we were at John Trotwood Moore Middle School together.
That
at the
is
same
crazy.
time. And Marvin is an inspiring story. His guy Mike's over there helping him out. But I would argue that Marvin's probably helping Mike out. Marvin's in a chair, as I said. He suffered a spinal cord injury when he was 8 years old, and the doctors told him that he would live maybe 20 years, maybe. He's 53. So
Rocking it, too.
he said, life is what you make it.
Yep.
You hear people in here? You hear people in here, Marvin? Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all. It's great to meet you again. He said he loves us. He met us at Big Orange Caravan.
Big Orange
one
Caravan.
year.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah. So good to see you,
Good
brother.
to
Thank
see
you
you,
for
Marvin.
coming out, man.
Also, what's your skincare regime?
I mean, it's
you
phenomenal.
don't look 53. I need some of this in my life.
I mean, you could spend whatever you want to spend, Babs.
Yeah.
3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. Spring Hill AC.
Moisturize. He said moisturize. That's perfect.
Look at this.
Oh, that's what?
What's up, man? Is that from you? Usually Slay Dog is here with all this stuff. So yeah. Holy cow. Yeah. I mean, Slay says all the time, if you don't want me to drink at a sports bar, don't send me to a sports bar.
That's right.
So anyway.
You don't want me to drink during the show?
thank
Don't
you,
send me
brother.
to a sports bar.
Thank you, man. That means a lot. We appreciate everybody coming out. I mentioned the Titans have designated the following players to return to practice.
Ooh, it's tequila.
Oh, I know
Ooh,
it's tequila. That's why it's got
chilled.
salt.
Ooh.
At least it's chilled. It's got salt on the rim. It's tequila. There's
That
no
is-
doubt about it.
Take-
Oh, there's our IU guy.
IU guy.
Yeah.
Hey. He's
Roll
having a
Hoosiers.
good. He's having a very good year.
2 years. 11-1,
2
13-0. 24 wins in the last 2 years, which is more wins than Indiana's had in the previous 5, is what we added up yesterday.
Unreal.
But the Titans have designated the following players to return to practice. Femi Oladejo wants back out there. Let's go. Edge rusher. I mean, got to take a look at the rookie, man. Get more of a look there. Wide receiver Bryce Oliver back for the Tennessee Titans.
Hi.
Edge rusher Ollie Gay back for the Tennessee Titans. So, they're in the import-export business. Yesterday they exported some players. Today they import some players. So I'm just glad that players still want to be involved with this 2-win team this late in the year. So that's good. Does that give you hope against Kansas City? No Patrick Mahomes coming in.
I mean, no Patrick Mahomes gives you hope.
3.5-point spread still, even
Still?
without Patrick Mahomes. Kansas City by
It's because the Titans have
3.5.
no safeties that anybody's heard of.
Zeph, you got your headphones wrapped around a drink. What are you doing over here? Are you up? Now you're up.
Now I'm up.
Did you say that Dan Moore and Xavier Restrepo are back at practice
They
as
both
well?
returned to practice as well.
How about that?
I hate that Restrepo is dealing with injury. I mean, this was his chance. This was his chance, and I hate that he's dealing
he
with
did great
injuries.
with his chance,
I
and
know.
then got carted off. But yeah, maybe he's back. Maybe he's back. I saw this story, and it seemed like people were making a big deal about this story, and I didn't understand why there was a big deal being made about this story. But Adam Schefter confirmed Amy Adams struck fired head coach Brian Callahan. Did we doubt that ever? Did we not know that?
I thought we knew that. I mean, she's the owner. She's the one that has the quick trigger.
She can do whatever she wants. Like if the janitor doesn't clean up the floor the right way, goodbye. If she wants you gone, you're gone. Right? Now, in the
Yeah.
hiring process, I think it'll be more she signs off on what they suggest. But in terms of
Correct.
firing the guy, they want to win a Super Bowl, and she understands how far away from that they are. So she's not going to like let's give a 5-year window here. Like,
I also think with what transpired this season and what you saw just even in-game coaching malpractice, like, does it really matter who made the decision? I mean, the decision was going to be made, right?
Zephyr, we way off on this, or did you kind of read that and think the same thing?
Like, did it make it
No,
made like
so-
headlines,
It was
like
pres-
a big story?
It was
today?
presented as like, this shocking development from Schefter. I'm like,
So what this is from is yesterday. when
maybe
Adam
I'm misreading the shocking development thing. Maybe I just made too much out of
What
it.
this is from Adam Schefter joining Blaine and Zach yesterday on Cover 2.
Yeah.
If you want to go hear it, you can go anywhere.
It
to
was
get your
good. It's worth
podcast.
a listen. Yeah.
And on the 104.5 is on YouTube. No, I feel like that is something that was already out when that happened.
Yeah.
That it was very
Or
well
it
known
was
that this was not a
Understood.
or is understood that this
Yeah.
was not a Borgonzi Brinker move. I'm pretty sure they kind of alluded that too in that press conference that they held. What was it? That Monday night at 7 p.m. It kind of felt like, yeah, this was not an us decision.
I
Like,
don't remember, but maybe it wasn't presented as like reported as this is what factually happened. I
It
don't
wasn't,
remember.
but I think it was
I think it
Everybody
was the
understood it.
well understood.
Yeah.
Because remember in that press conference on that Monday night, it was just like, wow, these guys seemed like they did not want to be here tonight. They do not want to be doing this. They did not want to be in this situation right
Well,
now.
yeah, because you put a
And-
press conference in the middle of Monday Night
It was
Football
middle-
on purpose.
And well,
I forgot.
And
The
then,
sentiment
and
from
then
that-
Brinker talked the whole time, and
Yeah.
Borgonzi never said anything. So
Yeah,
you,
you got-
certainly felt from that Borgonzi had nothing to do.
You got
with
anything
it.
to add?
I mean,
We should
Yeah.
do this. I should do the show that way one time. Like, I'll just present some information and go, hey, Babs, you got anything to add?
I mean,
You will look at me and, like, backslap me.
the
Be out of here.
The sentiment
You
from
do the show, big boy.
The sentiment from that was, hey, this was not our decision, but this is what's happening.
Right.
This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And on top of it, with in the past and the history of Amy Adams Strunk and her decision making, she is very quick to pull a trigger.
Like, it was very well known that she was the one that pulled the trigger on Vrabel
yes.
and Malarkey.
Yes.
So-
even after a playoff win.
Even after a playoff win.
Right.
So, I mean, it's not this. No, this is not breaking news that
Yeah.
she made the decision on Brian Callahan after
But
he
maybe
was,
it's the first time that it
It's
has
been
come out in that sentence.
It's been
Amy
concrete.
Adams Strunk was the one who made the call.
Yeah. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Derek on YouTube says, Marvin is an awesome guy, exclamation point. Derek loves you, Marvin. Biggity Bobbity said, they never said it outright, so we had a very educated guess.
Yes.
Yeah, Jim Freaking
That's a good way
Nance
to put it.
said, don't remember any talk of her not firing him.
That's a good point.
Vandyman AD2, is that breaking news? LOL. I figured she did the firing for everything.
Right.
That's also a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, she's as you eloquently put it, Babs, she's the owner.
Yes. She the boss.
She is the boss. There is no question
By
about
the
it.
way, people in the chat asking which Twin Peaks we are
Cool Springs.
at. We are in Cool Springs.
That is exactly right. We kind of tried to run it down descriptively, and I think I gave 2 locations that are no longer near here, but that's how I give directions because people from Nashville do that.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're explaining, like, oh, you're going to Green Hills where Davis Kid Booksellers used to be, and, like, it's
You
things
can
that used to
only
be
say
here.
that to Nashville people. though.
Right. So there used to be a
been a
Nike
while.
outlet here. There used to be Party. You're saying Party City's gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Party City closed down. Like
Oh.
the company
Like the
went
whole
under.
Like
company?
all of
Company
it.
went under, yeah.
Whoa, that got a
Ross.
reaction from Ross.
Ross,
First
clearly,
first
it's
time we've
been
heard
a
from him.
long time. So clearly, I mean, this was like Halloween.
Come on,
It's been a
man.
while.
That's not that long, Babs. That's only a couple months.
That's a long time ago. Feels like 8 years in Titans time.
Yeah.
December 20th, 2024 from CNN. Party City going out of business. This has been a year in the making.
Yeah.
But they didn't close December 12th. Like,
Yeah, it was-
by the time.
That was when it was announced.
Well,
Correct.
I mean, listen, how could a store paying exuberant rent costs selling balloons go out of business? That's a shocker to me.
And Halloween costumes.
They did have Halloween costumes.
That was about it. Balloons and Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody just texted me that Malarkey was all John Robinson.
The firing of Malarkey? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Interesting.
Regardless, she was good with it.
615-737-1045. You want in? Tennessee Volunteers have a quarterback enter the portal. We'll tell you about it next. 3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. Broadcasting live in Cool Springs at Twin Peaks, where the beer is 29.8 degrees. And Marvin is here. We'll be right back on 104.5 The Zone.
Highly addictive. So is getting brand new windows and doors in your home. And if you need to do that, it should be at Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. Here's the deal. Pella was rated #1 for highest quality and craftsmanship among homeowners here in Nashville. This is based on the leading survey of window brands among homeowners. And their #1 rating goes far, too. Not only what I just told you, but also rated #1 is the window brand worth paying more for. Rated #1 for innovation as the most trusted window brand. Nashville homeowners recommended Pella more than any other window brand. #1 for highest craftsmanship. And #1 as the window brand that stands behind their products. I can attest to that because I have used them to replace windows and doors. And you might be surprised to learn how affordable they are, especially with the Dawn deal. No interest, no payments for 24 months, 50% off qualifying installations, and an additional 5% off materials. All you have to do is schedule a free consultation. You can do it online. Tell them you want the Dawn deal. They'll take care of you. PellaNashville.com.
What's happening, good people? Big Slate coming to you, and it's that time of the year, your favorite time of the year. I'm talking about fall weather, football season, and, of course, the delicious food that you crave. And that's Shoney's. They have what you want and what you need when it comes to always fresh and always delicious food. And with 4 Shoney's in Middle Tennessee, you can't miss them. Clarksville, Dixon, Lebanon, and on Donaldson Pike. Right in Nashville, you can enjoy the endless variety of options, which makes it fantastic. That's right. And the value is phenomenal. All made with care and the finest quality ingredients, which makes it even better. Head into Shoney's All You Care to Eat fresh food bar where you can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner right there. Or you can order right there off the extensive menu. And don't forget that All-American Burger is right there on it, and it always has been. And it's a classic. Ooh, follow it up by the world-famous hot fudge cake. You can't miss. That's right. It's worth coming in for. They call it Southern hospitality with a twist, people, and Shoney's always delivers. So stop by any one of the 4 locations in Middle Tennessee. That's Clarksville, Dixon, Lebanon, and on Donaldson Pike in Nashville. Shoney's. Let's eat.
Let's face it, buying a vehicle should be straightforward and stress-free, and that's exactly how Two Rivers Ford has been doing business for decades. This locally owned dealership has a non-commissioned sales team whose only focus is to find you the right vehicle at the right price without the pressure. So you'll actually have a fun car buying experience. Great prices, easy financing, and a non-commissioned sales team. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. I'll be home for Christmas. If only in my dreams.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Appreciate Zach showing up. He said we talked one time about the meaning of the song Hotel California.
Oh,
Which is,
I remember you talking about
I'm fascinated by that song because it's so different than any other Eagles song. And I heard something the other day, and you never know when Joe Walsh is just messing with people because he seems like he's drunk 100% of the time. But he was on a talk show, and he goes, Hotel California simply meant people were moving into California from everywhere across the country. That's all we were talking about. And I'm like,
No way.
The song's too weird for that, Joe. The song's too weird for that. But appreciate that,
It's
Zach. Good to see you,
absolutely
brother.
about drugs.
Marvin also just said War Eagle to Babs, even though he's a big Tennessee fan.
And what did I say? Ward Damn Eagle.
And then you got a Roll Damn Tide in response.
I know, from Zach
Mike.
and Mike.
Mike. Oh, Zach too?
Yeah. What are you? I mean, you know,
Zach, did you hear my
Can't save
stat, brother?
everybody.
This is from Zeph. If Oklahoma beats Alabama, it'll be the first time the same team has beaten Alabama since 1893. You knew that? Yeah. So, Birmingham Athletic Club, can we look them up? Was that like a precursor to some other school? Maybe it was UAB, Babs.
no.
Maybe UAB beat Alabama twice in the same year. 1893, man. You're rolling around in your wagon, and you read the paper. It's like, 3 weeks ago, Alabama lost. You're like, damn it. Because that's the news cycle's a little quicker now than in 1893, I would imagine.
Yeah. Do you know? Do you know what the score to that game was?
What one, the last one?
5-4.
5-4. I mean, it's a heartbreaker. There's no telling what could have happened in there. Somebody hit an RBI double. I don't know. Birmingham Athletic Club. Is that like a business?
I don't know. Well, yeah, it's a club, a private club
They just had a football team?
founded in 1886 by a bunch of rugby
Oh, it was a walk-off.
devotees.
It was a walk-off field goal for the BAC.
How are you getting this much information?
The Birmingham Athletic Club founder Joseph Ross, an Irish-born rugby lover,
See?
drop-kicked a 63-yard winner.
Drop kick 63 yards?
Oh, this was the first matchup. Hold on. This is the first matchup.
5-4.
This was Alabama's
Oh my
first
gosh.
loss. that
Joseph
season.
Ross. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, let's go, Ross. We did it. We took down Alabama in 1893.
Joseph and Ross. Oh, yeah. Y'all are conjoined.
Oh, you want to know how much? They won 14-0.
Y'all are conjoined time travelers, is what y'all are.
They won 14-0 in the second matchup. They dominated the second
14
matchup.
nothing. Yeah, there was
Shutout.
no question in there.
Wow, Alabama.
I love it when we get on these like historical football games like this. Like I think Babs was gone when Slay Dog and I got onto the Cumberland Georgia Tech thing. What was it? 222-0.
I don't remember. But
Was it Sewanee?
Sewanee.
Yeah, it was Sewanee.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Cumberland's.
Yeah, Cumberland College. That's what it was. So Cumberland, they disbanded their football team, but John Heisman was pissed that Cumberland beat Georgia Tech in baseball the year before because John Heisman was also the baseball coach. So he was like, no, y'all are playing this or the NCAA is fining you. So, like, they had to come up with a football team. So a bunch of frat guys went down to Atlanta to play Georgia Tech. So the backup Georgia Tech players got the Cumberland players drunk the night before. And so they showed up, and it was 222-0. I think they scored 95 points in the second half. Like, John Heisman was like, y'all are about to take this one. I remember the baseball game. Sports, man.
So
Yeah, it was Cumberland, not Sewanee. Sorry,
was-
Sewanee.
there was-
University of the South, proud tradition.
there was a graphic.
Beautiful school.
There was a graphic I saw a few months back. I just found it. It is the strangest team each SEC team has ever played.
The things you look at.
I know.
No, this is your fault, Mayor. You started.
Yeah,
I
you
did start this.
Vanderbilt
With
was the
BAC.
Vanderbilt graduates. The Vanderbilt football team faced off against a group of graduate students in 1890.
Where?
I don't know. I don't.
Who?
All I have is who played. I don't have
Graduate
scores or
students?
anything. Yeah. South Carolina played the Augusta YMCA in 1894.
Oh, okay.
Oklahoma played the town of Sulphur, Oklahoma, in 1906.
Sulphur, Oklahoma.
Powerhouse.
The Auburn Tigers faced the 4th Infantry in 1944.
Was there
Man.
weapons? Were there weapons involved?
That's a
I don't
rough.
know.
That's a rough opponent.
Yeah,
Kentucky,
right?
Kentucky played the Q&C Railroad Company. Texas A&M played the Texas School for the Deaf. So did Texas.
Audibles were tough.
Yeah, maybe. Arkansas
much?
played the Cherokee Male Seminary Group in 1902. Ole Miss played Havana University.
Like from Cuba?
I guess I don't have that much information. Georgia played the Locust Grove Institute.
Yeah.
Missouri played a group of engineering students. Tennessee.
By the way, you're going to hear from Missouri coach Eli Drinkwitz in a little bit.
I
It's
was
worth
just
it.
going to say this leads perfectly into our discussion of what college football is now.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're going to do it at 5 o'clock, though, Babs. Don't get too excited.
okay. But it does lead perfectly. I mean, how crazy is this? This is who teams played prior. And now guys are making $4 million a year to play college football.
Yeah.
With no contracts and no free agency and
you got to re-up
whatever
it.
else. I
and-
mean,
they're gonna leave.
Guys are turning down like $3 million from schools. Like, that's not enough.
like,
Who else you
it's
got? You got Tennessee
just
in there?
nuts.
Tennessee played the Tennessee School for the Deaf in
Oh, man.
1905.
Yeah.
Alabama played the
Thank
Second
you.
Ambulance Company of Ohio.
The ambulance company?
The Second Ambulance Company of Ohio.
Well, who was taking care of the first ambulance company? Had the day, I guess.
LSU played a group of freshmen.
That's all it
Just
said.
a group of
A
freshmen.
group of freshmen.
Florida played the Vedado Tennis Club of Cuba.
Wow.
Tennis club.
And Mississippi State played, it just says Payne Field. I don't know
Okay.
what that is.
All right.
Did they
All
just
right.
play a football field?
I don't know. Tennessee quarterback Jake Merklinger is in the transfer portal.
You called that.
Yeah. George McIntyre remains.
About 4 months ago, as a matter of fact, I do believe you called that.
I think when he signed his deal to stay this season, I was like, well, enjoy it. That's a deal if you can get it. Let me just go stand on the sideline and take some money. It's like backup quarterbacks in the NFL, holding the little play sheet or whatever.
I mean, he appeared in 3 games this
Okay.
year.
Yeah, well earned. Faison Brandon's coming in. They'll go into the portal as well. The trick with Tennessee though is they have to wait to see if Aguilar wins his thing, right?
Yeah, they're in a sticky situation.
They're in a tough
here.
situation. I think if I'm
Like,
them,
you
I
almost
don't.
don't want him to win it.
If I'm
right?
them, I just say screw it, like, hey,
and
man,
move on with
thank
the
you.
the
Appreciate it.
George era.
Or
Well,
transfer
and-
portal.
and-
Yeah, I think you
Or-
go. I honestly think they're going to go transfer portal, and that's their starter this year.
Really?
They'll set it up as a battle with George McIntyre.
Just like they did this year with Merklinger. Now
they
they had a
can.
3-way battle
Three-way
this
battle,
year,
yeah.
but really it was a 2-way battle, and Joey ended up being better because the more mature quarterback works better
well,
in this system.
and what I heard was George McIntyre was better than they anticipated earlier than they anticipated.
That's also true.
And so he
So
legit
go with
was
it.
in it. You're going to bring a transfer
He-
portal guy in to at least compete. You have to.
I mean, a guy that's taken like 20 snaps this season in one season.
I mean, to your point about
it's
guys that
basically
haven't
playing a
played
fresh-
before.
that's
I know,
basically
but
what-
look at Auburn. Like, you should have gone with your young guy, Hugh.
well,
you should have gone.
He was banking on being
with
able
Deuce.
to bring Ashton Daniels back.
Well, thank you guys.
See you guys. Thank you.
See you, Mike. See you, Marvin. Yeah, Hugh put his faith in two quarterbacks that he should not have put his faith in.
Oh, especially that first one. Don't even get me started.
That's why I said it. That's why I brought him
Well, you
in.
paid him a lot of money to keep him on the bench.
Well, no, like the story
I'm
was
talking
that,
about Peyton Thorne.
yeah, Peyton.
Oh,
Thorne.
that one.
He's
Oh, yeah, I was talking about
He's
that.
talking. I was talking about. Peyton
You were
Thorne.
talking about Thorne. I know, because you just like to get me
I was-
going on that one.
I was talking about this year.
But remember, Hugh made the decision to go with Peyton Thorne instead of going after transfer
A
quarterbacks.
transfer. I know,
that
and he
could
learned
have
his
had.
lesson.
Yeah, well,
But then he didn't learn his lesson
He's on a
about knowing how talented his young quarterback was
Yeah.
and still going to get
Yeah.
a high-priced
Yeah.
transfer portal guy that
Yep.
you feel like you have to play then at that point.
Yeah.
This is where I am with Tennessee too, like, and what their decision will be. I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
You see how-
it is a weird, sticky situation when you got this young talent and, and then you're looking at, which, by the way, the portal for a quarterback position right now is nuts.
yes, it is.
It's nuts. I was just looking at even
Coconuts.
top 4
It's
names
expensive.
on there,
It
and
looks
who would you put first? Maybe we have that conversation next. Also,
No, Coach
Coach
Mack.
Mack.
sorry. Okay. Also, okay. I'll hit this later too. Coach Mack next. Stay with us. This is 3HL on 104.5 The Zone. Okay, what if more reliable didn't mean more expensive? With Xfinity, you can get reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi for less. We're talking intelligent gig speed Wi-Fi, $50 a month. And this holiday season through January 4th, you got some time here. Xfinity's offering their best price on gig speed Wi-Fi, guaranteed for 5 years. No contracts, no strings attached. You could save $3,000 over Verizon and AT&T. Get super fast Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years. We love our Xfinity Wi-Fi. It's the best. Get everything you need from Xfinity. Best Wi-Fi equipment, even unlimited data, all included, all at their best price. Get ready to be wowed by your Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes, fees extra. Xfinity Internet powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary. Savings based on promo and post-promo prices for 1 gig internet, 1 unlimited line, and Peacock Premium versus Verizon 1 gig internet, and AT&T 1000 internet, and 1 unlimited starter SL line.
Good afternoon. It is 4:04. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from Twin Peaks in Brentwood. From the Titans practice report today, no Cedric Gray, who missed with a concussion, no Amani Hooker, who left with an illness, and no Van Jefferson, who did not practice with a back injury, and Kevin Zeitler did not practice with a groin. Who did return for the Titans? Well, good news. Femi Oladejo, Ali Gay, and Bryce Oliver were all designated to return off IR. Also, Dan Moore and Xavier Restrepo were at practice as well. In NFL news today, the Dolphins bench quarterback Tua Tagovailoa and are turning to Quinn Ewers as their new starting quarterback for Sunday's game against the Bengals. Tennessee quarterback Jake Merklinger headed to the transfer portal. Multiple sources reported today Merklinger, former four-star recruit, has appeared in just 5 games over the last 2 seasons. For your foundation repair and proven needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Twin Peaks in Cool Springs. We'd love to see you out here. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. But they've got sports all over the place in here. Television's everywhere. This is a place for you to watch any and everything. They've got the UFC, too. If you're into that kind of thing, you can always get it at Twin Peaks. Food is great. Beer is cold, 27.5 degrees. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Search us out there. That's Dawn Davenport, y'all. She's here.
Let's go.
Vandy Memphis coming up tonight. Big game in the college basketball world. We've got some Vandy fans in here. Tara showed up today in her Vanderbilt shirt. She's nervous about tonight. I said, don't worry, they're going to run them.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yes, she appreciated my confidence in her team as a Tennessee person. But Rod Slay will be back tomorrow. He is in Charlotte, North Carolina on the SEC Network tonight. You can check him out there. Coach Mack, presented by Two Rivers Ford every Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Coach, what's up? How are you?
Hey, guys. All good. The weather was finally cleared up for practice today. That was nice after freezing to death when we got back off the plane from California. So this weather's keeping everybody alert.
It was good to see you yesterday. Mac Talk, in effect, Tuesday, 6 to 7. And it was good to see, speaking of Two Rivers Ford, Tammy Jacobs in studio with you from Two Rivers Ford.
Yeah, we had Tammy Jacobs in on Mac Talk for the whole hour. She did an outstanding job. So we try to get her in there at least once a year. It's Brett and I love having her in studio. It was a good show last night.
Love celebrating Jeffrey Simmons, as you know, and Jeffrey Simmons having a career year this year. 2 years left on his deal. We won't get into it. Hopefully they'll do something this offseason, but that's a story for another day. But Jeffrey Simmons becomes the first NFL player, Coach Mack, with a strip sack and a touchdown reception since J.J. Watt in 2014. He also had 7 tackles, a sack, forced fumble, 2 tackles for a loss, and the receiving touchdown. He has 14 tackles for a loss on the season. The guy is an absolute stud.
No, he really is, and he's done everything that he can on a season that's really been rough. But he's done everything he can, to help hold up the team, and also not only just his play, just what he's done. I mean, he's been out front, of everything this year. I mean, you can just the maturity of a player. I love watching players mature as they're in the National Football League. But he is a great player. I mean, let's just start with that. And he's not just a Pro Bowl player. The Pro Bowl has become something else. He's an All-Pro player. He is legitimately one of the superstars of the league. And when I get to watch him every day and see the way that he conducts himself. And guys, he started out, coming back in the off season in tremendous condition. And he's been all in since he's been. And the things that he does in the community, I mean, you remember when he was drafted, when he had that leg injury, and then the Titans took a chance on him because, I mean, he'd have been a top 5 pick if he'd have been healthy in the draft.
That's right.
Drops to 19, and then the one thing he did say, he promised Amy Adams Strunk, I will make you proud of me, and I'll make you proud for taking me, and he has.
He absolutely has. Walter Payton Man of the Year, back-to-back years. He has definitely kept his promise. That was the Nashville draft, as a matter of fact. I was on a rooftop when they took him. I forget which rooftop, but it was misting out there, and Jeffrey Simmons was the big. What can you do with him? Because like I get lost in watching film of him, and I don't really know what you can do as an offensive line because he's kind of a bowling ball in there. Like he just kind of bangs his way through, and suddenly he's at the ball carrier, and you're like.
Well, and especially nowadays. I mean, he's
well,
moving better.
Exactly. And look, I've been fortunate enough to be on teams with some defensive linemen that are game wreckers. I mean, let's go all the way back to that Bears team with Dan Hampton and Steve McMichael and Richard Dent. I mean, watching big men just wreck a game by themselves. Recently at the Rams, we had Aaron Donald who wrecked games by himself, and that's what Albert Hainsworth for 2 years. When those 2 years when he was on those 1-year contracts, he wrecked. Yeah. He wrecked every game that he played in. I mean, and
contract year, Big Albert was something, Coach.
He was what?
I said contract year, Big Al was something.
And I say two contract years, and all he did was just annihilate people in front of him, with really, really crazy plays in and out that you just watch and go, wow, what the hell? And it's the same way with Jeffrey Simmons. When you watch him, and I mean, nobody tries to single block this dude anymore. They just don't. And Denard's started to move him around some, on the right and the left. Every now and then when T. Sweat's healthy, they'll switch him from the three technique to the shade. But all of that being said, you can't single block the dude. And if you've got a guy like that on a consistent basis that you have to put several people on, it helps you out. It really does. It helps you out, across the board. He's done everything he can to help this football team. I mean, I don't know what else you can do. And then the touchdown was a lot of fun to call because, it wasn't just a real quick play-action throw.
They defended it. They defended it.
He had to uncover in the back end and ran about 7 figure eights to get open.
Yeah. I mean, you hear like mobile quarterbacks, which Cam Ward, eluded a sack opportunity and extended the play. But you hear about mobile quarterbacks and defending receivers. It's not the first route, it's the second route. But you don't expect a defensive tackle to have a second route. And he did and caught that ball right after Tim Dike, a paid receiver, dropped one right in his breadbasket. So that was interesting. But I'm glad y'all brought up Albert Hainsworth because we had him on 3HL at the SEC tournament last year, and we were talking about those contract year numbers and stuff like that. And he said it really wasn't that. He said I forget who he said got in his head about taking his first 2 steps, explode with the first 2 steps into the backfield, and then figure it out. And he said that changed everything for him.
Well, it had to be Jim Washburn because Jim Washburn, had a string there all the years that I was here with him of some really good defensive linemen, really good defensive linemen, and he was a master at finding some things that each one of them could do well, and then just grinding on it. And plus, look, he was hard on them, but they all loved him because they knew that he was doing something good for them.
Boy, he has some non-traditional techniques, too, and toys and all kinds of things. But, the play.
Wash?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had to, hide him during training camp when the fans were out there because
him and
Schwartzy had to be opposite from the bleachers when the fans were out there. Coach Mack, there might have been a cuss word or two.
That was a nice flavor. That was a nice flavor into training camp.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, it's funny, as we talk about it, the play Jeffrey Simmons made in Houston where he exploded before the quarterback even took the snap under center and he was in the backfield, that reminded me of some of the stuff that Albert Hainsworth was doing that year. And the more I think about it, the more I think about what Jeff Simmons is doing this year reminds me a lot of that year from Albert Hainsworth.
Well, they're very similar. But of course, first of all, it just goes clear back to the story I always tell about Joe Green looking for bears on 2 legs. All of those guys are that. All of those guys are that. Now, you're a different type of human being if you're that big and can move like that anyway. So just take it from there.
Emmett asked. He wanted us to ask you about the Bears and the season they've got going this year. 10 wins, first time since 2018. They've got the Packers coming up this week. For those that don't know, that's where you broke into the NFL, coaching linebackers for those incredible Bears teams. 86, right, was your first year?
Yeah. This is, look, the Bears-Packers, first of all, oldest, longest rivalry in the National Football League. And even now, the way the league has changed, that rivalry still, I promise you. Look, when I was there, it was Dick and Forrest Gregg. Now, those two guys had played against each other, one on the Bears, one on the Packers, both fabulous players. But it is a true hate-hate relationship. It really is. Because there's just been so much history between those two clubs. I mean, it is really something. I mean, I learned very, very quickly that any game against the Packers was different. It was just different. And it's still to this day. Now, the fortunes of both teams have waned up and down, during all the years. But that relationship, I mean, and the fans will never, ever let it go, and they never should. But you just get a different feeling every week when it's Packer week and you're a Bear, or if you're a Packer when it's Bears week. It is, because it's truly like one of the older rivalries in collegiate football. It is truly a hate-hate relationship.
I was blessed enough. I've got a buddy named J.R. Hand, and he called me. He was like, "Hey man, be at the airport tomorrow. We're going to go to the Bears Packers game at Lambeau." And it was a Sunday night football game, and I will never in my life forget that experience of tailgating with Bears and Packers fans and listening to them jaw and walking out. A buddy had a sideline pass, so we're on the sideline at Lambeau Field, and I'm like, that's one of the places that you can feel the history,
You're absolutely right, Brent. I mean, it's a cathedral to football. It really is. I mean, you feel it. You talk about tailgating. When I was coaching there, the first game I ever coached, of course, first of all, I mean, I can tell all kinds of stories about just the bus going in, because you're driving through a neighborhood, and people are sitting in their. If it's early in the season, they're sitting in their lawn chairs. If it's late in the season, they're out there in the lawn chairs in the snow, and I mean, they're giving you what for all the way to the stadium on each side of the street. I mean, it's just a street. It's a street in a neighborhood.
It's amazing. If anybody gets the opportunity to go for sure.
The thing that happens with that game is there's always something that will spark it, and then all of a sudden it's on. But the first time I ever went, the veteran coaches said, get on the first bus, get dressed as quick as you can, come with us. Myself, Dick Stanfield, Johnny Rowland, those all-time legendary coaches for the Bears. We went out in the parking lot, and we tailgated with the Packer fans with our coaching gear on. It's a unique situation, guys.
You could never get away with that nowadays.
No, not social media world.
Not even close. We walked right out of the locker room, out through that little gate, told the security guard, we'll be back. I mean, it was outstanding.
I love it. Coach Mack, a little story time with Coach Mack there. Hey, Coach, we appreciate the time, and have a great week. Have a good call against the Chiefs this week. We
appreciate both of you. See you guys.
All right,
See you,
Kansas City Chiefs coming to town, 3.5-point favorites over the Titans Sunday at noon. You can catch Coach Mack on the Titans radio coverage of that broadcast with Taylor Zarzar and the crew. Coach Mack, presented by Two Rivers Ford. When we come back, the 3HL sports betting window is open, and even if you're not into sports betting, the information that you will get from Todd Furman about all of these college football playoff games coming up is phenomenal. Stay tuned. Todd Furman next as 3HL broadcasts live from Twin Peaks and Cool Springs. Will be here until 6 o'clock on 104.5 The Zone. eSpaces.com. If you're looking for workspace, these are your guys. You'll learn about everything they do there, eSpaces.com. And this holiday season, give your business the gift of focus, flexibility, and a professional place to grow. eSpaces are private offices and premium meeting rooms create the perfect environment to finish the year strong and start 2026 even stronger with beautifully designed workspaces, on-site parking, fully stocked cafes, and flexible lease options. eSpaces makes it easy to upgrade the way that you work. Schedule a tour today at eSpaces.com and unwrap a better workspace this holiday season. eSpaces.com. eSpaces, where better work begins. They have private offices, team suites, meeting rooms that are fully equipped, 24/7 access, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check them out? Tours available now. Reserve your space early. eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com.
All right, I was looking at the mall traffic as I was heading over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not fun. And so maybe you just want to avoid it when it comes to...
Look, the cars are sitting on the on-ramp or the off-ramp of the interstate.
That's
right?
miserable.
Yeah.
So you know what that means? That means you just need to get your last-minute gifts online at auraframes.com, A-U-R-A frames.com. And maybe it's somebody you struggle to shop for, grandparents, parents, aunts, uncles, somebody like that. I've got the perfect gift for you. It is an Aura frame. The solution, a gift that feels personal and really awesome. It is a frame. It is a digital frame where you can upload unlimited number of photos and videos. Just download the Aura app, connect to Wi-Fi, preload photos before it ships to whoever you are gifting it to. And it's easy to share photos and videos straight from your phone all year long. Gave it to my parents last year. Best thing ever. And for a limited time, you can get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frames. Use my promo code DAWN at checkout. It's auraframes.com, A-U-R-A frames.com. Promo code DAWN, D-A-W-N. This deal just for you guys on 3HL and 104.5 The Zone. They sell out fast. Order now to get it in time for the holidays. Terms and conditions apply.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Appreciate you being with us. Happy holidays, and hope you're having a great December. What is the date? 17th?
Yes.
8 days until Christmas?
Do you have your shopping done?
Everybody's got their shopping done, don't they, Babs? And our Hanukkah friends are right in the middle of it. Todd Furman joins us now from Vegas, right, Todd?
Yep, exactly. Get the FaceTime from my niece and nephew down in Phoenix on a nightly basis when they do the blessings on the candles, and to see the two of them go through some of the antics that makes you really appreciate it. Although I was a little bit concerned. My little nephew, 2.5 years old, got a hockey net for the first night of Hanukkah, and having projectiles and/or sticks for him and his sister to beat each other up with, probably not going to end well for my sister and brother-in-law.
Oh, I love it.
At what age do those knuckleheads start asking you about point spreads?
Hopefully not until they're of legal age. I am not here to encourage people that are too young to get involved in this, and the way the industry is trending, I'm not exactly optimistic about how the space is going to look 15 years from now.
I mean, can you imagine?
Ooh, what do you mean by that?
I just think you're setting up an entire generation of responsible gambling and all the things that I had drummed into my head, not only at a young age, but when I worked for a casino, that are being done the wrong way. When you give the youth of America the opportunity to seamlessly move money through a trading platform like Robinhood, you shouldn't be in Microsoft Monday through Friday and trying to bet football games on the weekend with that same amount of money. And it's a scary, scary world that we're entering into, because we see the kind of advertising that goes on. We see the same game parlays where the player has no chance. And for any player that's shown an ability or an aptitude to be able to beat this game long term, their kind of business is discouraged. So yeah, I don't want to sound doom and gloom, but I'm not optimistic about the way things are going.
No, I think that's an important message to get out there. I mean, do not take it lightly. And we joke about a lot of things, but it's an entertainment budget expense. Like for a lot of us, I know you make a career out of it, and you're studying it a lot harder than people listening to us right now. But I do want to make that point. I'm glad you brought that up. This is a serious thing, and we make light of it, but we have fun.
Well, and we utilize it for storylines and what people think about matchups and all that, and also slays parlays. Like he's not betting a ton of money on these things, so it is definitely entertainment
value. And I think you guys are right in that this is the kind of money that if you're betting a football game on the weekend, be betting the amount that you would spend to go to a movie or maybe out to dinner or something along those lines, to give yourself that enjoyment for a couple of hours. But the reality of it is there is a percentage of the population and people that get irate. Look, I like to think of myself as a grown-up in the grand scheme of things, that I'm numb to all of this because it's what I'm fully immersed in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But I see my buddies in group chats that are ready to fly off the handles or blame fix or conspiracy or a variety of other things, and I ask them what the dollar amounts are, and it's not to disparage anybody, but these are guys that make substantial livings and they allow it to ruin their weekend. That's the messaging I know, to your point, that we have a ton of fun with. People have to keep perspective, and I quickly learned if I was going to do this for long term and as part of my living, that I wasn't going to let results of these games sit with me for more than 5 to 7 minutes after a game goes final.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note too, because if you think about this from a Todd Furman big picture perspective, people listening to us, we cherry pick games and we do it, geographically typically, but your betting portfolio is much bigger than what we discuss here. So if you're looking for a percentage of wins that, or whatever they are, mid-50s or whatever they are, if I'm cherry picking some of your bets, I'm not doing all of them, so I'm not getting the percentage that you are. Does that make sense?
Right.
Am I explaining that correctly?
No, and I think that's important to illustrate because, look, I pulled up my spreadsheet now just to give you a little bit of an indication. This year between pro and college football, and I consider myself a low-volume bettor, I've made 618 bets during the course of the season. Now, that includes sides, totals, first half, player props, money lines, and everything else. And so it's not one bet determining the outcome of my entire season. I don't go in trying to bet 10% of my bankroll on an individual game because I think I have better injury information than somebody else does. You have to trust the percentages. You have to be willing to put the work in. And for a lot of people, look, they have a 9 to 5. They have a full-time job. They have to set realistic expectations that if they're able to set aside, let's call it $1,000 for football season, and they finish the year, with $1,000 still left, that's the price of doing business. It's the entertainment. In worst case scenario, they lose $1,000 that you hope isn't impacting their ability to put a roof over their head or put food on the table.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm glad we took the time to make this point. Having said all of that, Old Dominion, South Florida, under 53.5. Is that where you are?
Well, the game's going right now. Your live total sits at 47.5. It looks like these two teams are out there in a glorified exhibition of sorts, the way that neither of the offenses looks buttoned up. But this is the world we live in when it comes to bowl games. No greater illustration than what we saw last night between Jacksonville State and Troy, when, lo and behold, right before kickoff, Cam Cook, the nation's leading rusher, wasn't able to give it a go in the game, something that nobody knew going in. And bowl season used to be a celebration of the sport. Now it's a question of how you can get the better information before the market moves. And even when you have some of that at your disposal, it's not a guaranteed success rate. So for people that don't want to try and do this and study all the bowl games from now and through early January, there's nothing wrong with watching a drive or two, and maybe you can pick up on which team really wants to be there. Listen to the broadcasters and take advantage of the sideline reporters that have the dirt like Dawn will on the game she's covering over the next couple of weeks.
Dawn's dirt. That's
Dawn's
next
dirt.
season.
Ooh, I like that.
That's next season.
There we go. Hey, so yes, I have lots of bowl games coming up, but prior to that, I don't know if there's a line on this. I think there is, but this weekend, the biggest game ever in the state of Montana. I will be at Montana State for the FCS semis.
And I think it's going to be fascinating for the Brawl of the Wild, knowing everything that's at stake. And let's call it what it is, in my opinion. It's a de facto national championship game, because whoever gets out of that Battle of Montana is going to be a substantial favorite over the Cinderella side of the bracket between Illinois State and Villanova, who continue to live a charmed life. And you look at the ticket prices for what it's going to be in Bozeman, going to be hands down the most expensive ticket that we'll ever see in this rivalry. Fortunately for you, Dawn, I happen to have a few contacts on the ground up there, so if you need restaurant recommendations or anything along those lines, I'm happy to send your way. But I'm actually jealous of you getting to go to that game and being part of that environment, even compared to where I'm headed on Friday night.
Where are you headed Friday night?
Alabama, Oklahoma for me, and good old Norman.
Oh, wow.
Funny story about this, and I don't mean it as a jab, but I know you'll take it as such. Made a bet with the radio people that I do Oklahoma radio with for the last, 10 years or so. Told them before the year that if Oklahoma were to make the playoff, I would go out of my way to traveling to whatever playoff venue they were in. Thought it was a laughable proposition when I saw their win total at 6.5, 7. Here we are now trying to figure out how to get to Oklahoma City for about 24 hours from Las Vegas. But fortunately, the great folks at the Sports Animal, they're covering my ticket. I just had to make sure I get there. And somewhere along the way, Dawn, I'll also have that Predator sweatshirt that'll sit in my closet.
I still owe him that. That was like 7 years ago.
Yeah, that's a 7-year-old bet.
Hey, listen, let me hit Nick Saban up for one. I got you.
Yeah we'll hit Alabama, Oklahoma in a second.
You suddenly have the juice now. I mean, if you got Nick's cell phone number, an opportunity to get there, I may decide to trade up from the hooded sweatshirt into, rinkside seats next time I get to Nashville to spend quality time at Bridgestone.
Maybe they'll be good by then.
Real quick, Montana State, a 4-point favorite against Montana. Those two teams, they often split if they play twice. It's only happened one time where someone's won both games. What do you think about that game?
I think it's going to be a fun matchup. A lot of familiarity between these two programs for sure, and that's always one of the things you're looking for when you try and identify an edge. This time of year, as we know, it's always important to figure out what the forecast will be, and honestly, it's borderline balmy in Bozeman in the middle of the day. Temperatures actually expected, to be in the high 20s. Doesn't look like much in the way of inclement weather. A little bit surprised to see this game get bet down a touch from where it opened at 58.5, now hovering around 56, given how explosive these two offenses have been. But Montana State, no doubt, stepping up in class in this particular spot. 4.5, kind of the consensus. There is a book that I really respect hanging at 6. And if I had to get involved here, I'd be looking at the Bobcats, laying the lumber there with Justin Lamson, the Stanford transfer, against the former UNLV head coach and Bobby Hawk, who has proven you can go home again to Missoula, Montana.
Yes, that is true. All right, Alabama, Oklahoma. So Zeph found this little nugget. If Oklahoma beats Alabama, it'll be the first time the same team has beaten Alabama twice in the same season since 1893. Birmingham Athletic Club able to pull that off back then. 5-4, one of the finals that season. What do you think about this matchup, the rematch, Alabama, Oklahoma?
Maybe there's a distinct possibility we get a 5-4 game between Alabama and Oklahoma.
There might be.
Given what we've seen from these two teams offensively, a little bit of under money came in earlier today. The 40.5s and 41s that are out there have turned into 40s and even a 39.5 in faraway places. But you did see a flip of favorites here, and I'm fully on board with this particular move with Oklahoma now a 1-point favorite. This is an Alabama team that has looked like a shell of themselves going on over a month now. In my estimation, very fortunate to be here. If the committee overlooked their poor performance against Georgia, needed a little bit of antics late in the game against Don's alma mater just to be able to get to this spot in the season. Or for Oklahoma, I think you're going to get a much better version of John Mateer leading this offense. He's had a couple of weeks to let that thumb heal up. And without anything to play for down the road, you have to imagine the quarterback run game is going to be a focal point of what OU needs to do to create balance. The best unit between these two teams will be that Sooners defense, and it's hard to ignore what we saw home field advantage mean in these first-round playoff games last year. I'm making Oklahoma in that environment a 4.5 point home field advantage alone. Would have made Alabama a 1-point favorite on a neutral, but by the time I adjust here, I get closer to a soft 3 on Oklahoma. I like the Sooners to win this game on the strength of their defense.
Wow. Does it matter, like, Alabama health-wise, running backs, run game? Does that affect it?
Yeah, that plays a role. I know Jam Miller didn't show up on the player availability report, but we'll see how effective he is running the ball. I think Alabama really has to try and create some balance here because the one player that I think all of us have questions about, and we're never going to know the truth, you dig into the film on Ty Simpson, and he hasn't looked like the same quarterback over the last month. This was a guy that was doing a tremendous job with his accuracy when he was leading Alabama through that gauntlet when they looked like one of the top teams in the country. Once Ty Simpson's back started to act up, and who knows if a couple of weeks off will help that heal up, every time it seemed like the broadcast would pan to him on the sidelines, he was working with the trainer, sitting with a heating pad, or doing a variety of different things. And while normally you wouldn't pay much attention to that, his accurate throw rate has correlated to a poor performance as well. So if Ty Simpson isn't made comfortable in the pocket, there's no reason to believe he will be against this Oklahoma defensive front that'll get R. Mason Thomas back. I just don't know if Bama has a secondary punch to try and win the game, and that's even before we factor in the secret weapon or not so secret weapon that is Oklahoma's special teams that'll have a decided advantage as well.
The early game Saturday, Miami and Texas A&M, first round of the playoffs. Texas A&M, a 3.5-point favorite. The number one offensive tackle in terms of PFF pass block grade said this about Miami edge rusher Ruben Bain, who has the second overall pass rush grade in the country among edge rushers. Quote, "I don't think he'll be a threat that we need to worry about too much." What do you think about this matchup?
Look, you love the war of words here, and for me, Miami is slightly more talented than Texas A&M, but again, this is going to be an electric atmosphere, 100,000 strong at Kyle Field, so you have to make the home field adjustment about 3.5 to 4 points in this spot. It's also a coaching mismatch that'll favor Texas A&M. I have much more confidence in Mike Elko making the right in-game decisions compared to Mario Cristobal. And while I don't trust Marcel Reed as far as I can throw him, I don't trust Carson Beck anymore. So it's always a question of which quarterback can do less to try and complicate the game plan if they want to go out there and execute. For me, I lean towards Miami plus the 3.5 that are quietly disappearing, but I haven't bet it. I am on board with this total move, 51.5 down to 48, but not going to encourage anybody to try and chase the number. Should be a great way to kick things off on Saturday before we can skip the other two playoff games and head over and watch the NFL instead.
All right, the next two that we're going to ask you about are probably going to annoy people because they don't want group of five teams in. That's right. So we'll start with Tulane, Ole Miss. That's the lesser of the spreads. Ole Miss 17.5 right now. Ooh.
For me, look, and not to sit on a soapbox by any stretch, I'm perfectly fine with one G5 team getting in and playing their way into the playoff. This is more an indictment of the ACC being absolutely brain dead and not being able to sort out their tiebreakers. Because if we had Virginia against Miami in a de facto elimination game, we'd have them in, we'd have Notre Dame, and we'd have one G5 team. So for those folks that want to cast aspersions at the AAC or the Sun Belt, they need to try and shift their ire towards the ACC, who, by the way, Don, and I want to get your thoughts, decided they were going to come up with their unique version of a conference scheduler. You know what? Teams aren't even going to play the same amount of conference games. That's how little they care about overall parity, with some teams playing 9, other teams playing 8, but different discussion for a different day. Tulane Ole Miss, look, I think Ole Miss's coaching staff is going to be able to put everything they have and then some into this. I do worry about Ole Miss overlooking their opponent, knowing how easily they were able to dispatch Tulane earlier in the year, a game they won 45-10. You do wonder about Ole Miss players, how many of them have a foot out the door. I just don't think this Tulane defense is good enough to keep them in the game for 4 quarters, and offensively, if they can't keep the game within a 1-score window, Jake Retzlaff can't do enough throwing the football to keep them in it. So if I had to bet this one, I'd be more inclined to bet the favorite, would make a slight case for going over the total. I don't really love it. The other game between JMU and Oregon, look, we saw some JMU money come in. Number got as high as 23. We're back down to 3 touchdowns. For me to back JMU, I would need 24. The market's never going to get there, but I do understand why this total has come down as well. 50.5, we're now looking at a 47. I think JMU's defense is the underrated unit. I just don't know what the Dukes do offensively, and it'll be interesting to see how this game truly unfolds.
Would you have liked James Madison against Ole Miss more than you like him against Oregon?
You know what? I would like JMU a lot more against Ole Miss than I would against Oregon.
Not to win. I'm not saying that, but do you think that
I think from a competitive standpoint, this JMU defense is real good. But again, it's stepping up in class, and I also think Oregon is a much better football team. Look, I know people get on my case that I've been an SEC detractor, but I really believe the balance of power is away from the SEC this year, and I'm either going to be dead right or dead wrong when I look to try and bet against these teams as they advance in the college football playoff.
Titans, Chiefs, no Patrick Mahomes, still a 3.5-point favorite in Nashville this weekend. What do you think?
I actually like the Titans in this spot. I like them plus the points, and I think they'll have an excellent chance to win this game outright. When you look at some of the dynamics in play, first time in over a decade the Chiefs will play an NFL regular season game that doesn't mean anything. Yes, Week 18, I'm not counting when they could salt away some of their buys. And Patrick Mahomes masked a ton of deficiencies that this team had, not only on the offensive line, but some of their weapons. It appears that Rashee Rice, a long shot to play, sitting in concussion protocol as well. And I'm not sure what you're going to get from an intensity standpoint from this KC defense. Yes, it's going to be more difficult for Cam Ward and company to move the football here than it was against the 49ers. But I think you have one team playing for a sense of purpose, another team kind of just playing out the stretch. So I actually like the dog a bit here, not only plus the points, but also on the money line.
Do you like another NFL game?
When I go through the board, I think the Cowboys are a little bit short at -2 against the Chargers. Yes, they didn't exactly perform well on Sunday Night Football, but this Dallas offense is going to challenge the Chargers vertically more so than what we saw from the Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs over the last couple weeks. So I think it's a good buy low opportunity for the Cowboys to knock off the Chargers.
Love it, Todd. Hey, great stuff, man. That was fun. Appreciate you, brother.
Always a pleasure, guys. Have a great holiday, and I look forward to chatting next week.
We'll do it.
Thanks,
there he
Furman.
is, Todd Furman, at Todd Furman on X. More 3HL when we come back. Stay tuned. 104.5 The Zone.
Okay, when you imagine your retirement, what do you see? Probably different than my retirement or, a family member's retirement, what that looks like. Everybody has different goals, and different goals require your own unique plan for the future. And that's where Trajan Wealth comes in. My friends at Trajan Wealth can help you craft a plan that will meet your individual goals. Trajan Wealth fiduciary advisors, which means they have to do whatever is in your best interest. And there's a lot more to retirement planning than simply calculating expenses to maintain your lifestyle through your next stage of life. Let Trajan Wealth help you to figure it all out and become your partner in your financial wealth journey. You can go see them, 2 locations right here in Tennessee, Brentwood and Franklin. Give them a call. Let them help you out, 615-270-5000. And if you want to learn more, TrajanWealth.com. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
All right, listen up. Now, if your back's out there barking, I'm talking about your neck stiff, or your hips feel like they've been through a full court press, well, it's time to slay that pain. All you got to do is go to the Joint Chiropractic of Middle Tennessee. They've got 17 locations open all day, evenings, and weekends, so you can roll in whenever. No insurance, no worries. Walk in, there's no appointment needed. New patients, this is what you're getting. You're getting a consultation. You're getting an exam and adjustment for just $29. And after that, adjustments as low as $18. Now, that right there is what I consider a slam dunk. Headaches, back pain, neck pain, whatever's slowing you down, the Joint's got your back literally. You go to thejoint.com to find your spot. Now, you get in, get adjusted, get back to living pain-free. I'm talking about when you get up, you're ready to roll. No more of that creaking pains and all of that. No, go to the Joint Chiropractic of Middle Tennessee.
Smashville hockey. Around here, it can sound like a language of its own. But hey, if you can pronounce Demumbrian, then names like Yossi, Shea, and Marchessault will roll right off the tongue. Nashville Predators, only in Smashville.
One of the largest sports books east of the Mississippi, Circa Sports Kentucky, is now open. Catch all your favorite games on an 80-foot screen with stadium-style seating and live VSiN broadcast daily. Circa Sports, now open at the Mint Gaming Hall, Kentucky Downs.
My dad and I used to golf together all the time, but when he hurt his back, it was over.
To have your son want to spend time with you is amazing. That's why my chronic back pain has been so heartbreaking. Surgery, fused bones, long recovery. No way, not for me. A friend recommended stem cells, so I gave Kellum Stem Cell Institute a call.
I'm glad you're out on the course.
Yeah, it's really good.
Call the Kellum Stem Cell Institute today. Swing still looks just okay though.
Selling your home can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, no stress. Work with the #1 real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Go to markspain.com today.
HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live in Cool Springs. It's getting dark, Babsy.
So early.
Getting dark, Babsy. It's about to turn the other direction. We're about to gain minutes every day. And then hopefully people will figure out by the time we spring forward, people figure out that we need to stay the hell there.
You've said this for
years.
15 years.
Are you irritated by me? No, because you agree with me.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah. Broadcasting live from Twin Peaks in Cool Springs. Food is good. You had the Chipotle chicken.
Yes, it took me like 2 hours to eat it, but
Yeah.
it was yummy.
It's hard to eat when you do radio, but that little corn salsa thing they got going is
It's so
amazing.
good. It's a little spicy though.
I like it.
A little spicy.
I like it a lot. 28.5 degrees, the beer temperature here. They also have drink specials for the holidays at Twin Peaks here in Cool Springs. We love coming out here. What about Todd picking the Titans plus the 3.5 against Kansas City? And then he said, I'd go money line too.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't he say he was going to stay away from the Titans the rest of the season?
He did because they screwed him a bunch.
Yeah. They screwed a lot of people a bunch. Money line Titans. I just texted that to Slay. We'll see what he has to say about that. It is the Wednesday edition, which we call Hump Day. Zeph's over here. I don't know what he's doing. He's got his head on the table.
I was playing a game.
What game were you playing?
I don't know, some word game.
It wasn't
Okay,
trivia
way
crack?
to work, Zeph.
I'm trying to keep my mind sharp.
We're working.
Well, I was listening to your conversation.
Dude,
I was
you don't
playing
have
a
to
game.
keep your mind sharp at 23 or whatever you are. 24? Are you
Well,
24
I'm
now?
24.
24.
Oh my gosh, he's such a baby.
He's got great skin, Babs.
Thank you.
Did y'all see what Taylor Swift did?
Yes.
The video,
I did
y'all,
not.
y'all can say what you want about Taylor Swift, but man, she loves her people. And it's incredible. So this story out there, Taylor Swift's Eras Tour has generated a jaw-dropping $2 billion. She celebrated, and there's a video out of like her teammates standing around her, and she gives them all cards, and then they read in front of everybody, and everybody starts crying. She celebrated by rewarding her staff with $197 million in bonuses.
Just shows you how much dang money that woman is making.
From dancers receiving $750,000 each, 5 times their annual salary, to her truck drivers getting $100,000 each, matching a typical yearly wage. She took care of her people.
Unreal.
Swifty, when's the wedding?
On my birthday.
They can move it up.
June
He ain't got-
13th.
Kelsey ain't got nothing to play for now.
Jeez.
Well, they're out.
Honestly, he might be retired by
I
the
was
time that
gonna
wedding
say.
comes around.
He'll be in. He might be in Nashville now. Maybe they came early because they like to party here. I don't know.
They come into scope. You're going to people who have wedding venues in Nashville, be on the lookout.
You think they're going to get married in Nashville?
Could.
I don't think
No, they're
they
getting
will.
married in Rhode Island or
Oh,
something.
they are?
Remember?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, real estate.
I mean, I didn't remember that.
I
What
didn't
did you
know
like
that.
study the engagement?
No, this came up last week while you were
You're
out.
such a
It's
Swiftie.
somebody was like, they're getting married in Rhode Island, and I was like, can anybody name a town in Rhode Island? And somebody said Providence. I'm
Ross.
Like, oh yeah,
Ross said Providence.
Ross, good job, Ross. Providence. To which I said, yeah, that's where Rick Pitino was before he got to become Mr. Famous basketball coach. He was at Providence with Delray Brooks and Billy Donovan as his guards.
And you know who Slay said also was at Providence?
Who?
Rick Barnes.
Rick Barnes was at Providence. That's right. What Rhode Island town are they getting married in? Did you look it up?
No.
Isn't there's like a coastal something, right?
What if she came here to have her bachelorette party and she was like on the Pedal Tavern or something?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and you saw
Could
her-
you imagine?
She became a woo girl.
Yeah. Oh, Taylor Swift is a woo girl. There's no doubt she would be good at that.
I think
Watch Hill.
Brittany Mahomes had her birthday party here.
She did?
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
Taylor was there.
Watch Hill
For a little bit.
Rhode Island.
Watch Hill, Rhode Island.
Is it a beach town or something, or a water coastal?
When is your birthday? When is this wedding?
On June 13th.
Yeah, see?
Oh, okay.
Yes. It's
Middle
a
of the
beach.
summer.
It's a beach.
Yeah.
When we bring things like this up.
Why are they getting married there?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I'm not diving deep into it.
Listen, I need you to up
Come
your
on.
swiftness.
I don't care about
You
Taylor
dove
Swift.
into
No offense, Taylor Swift.
the
They're
most
really good
random
fans.
people SEC teams played in football.
Yeah, that's fun.
So is the Swift Kelsey wedding.
No offense, I couldn't care less about
Couldn't
it. I
care less.
couldn't care
Good
less
job.
about it.
Yeah, because if you could care less, you
I
actually could
wouldn't
care
care a
less.
lot,
Like
yeah.
there would be some other things you could care less about.
No,
Just
I
wants to
could
plug
not
his
care
birthday.
less. Yeah, my birthday's on June 13th. I'll be taking donations via my Venmo.
Is that that's my daughter's birthday?
June
No.
13th?
Just hit you.
I was like, what?
Do you have the same birthday as my daughter?
I
Now
don't know.
Babs is in question.
Hold on, I'm looking it up on my. Well, okay, so this is why. No, this is why I don't remember.
This is why I always have to remind you when your anniversary is. And
Because one was my due date, and then one was like when I actually had her, and so I always get them confused.
I don't think we have the same birthday. I don't think
June
we do.
11th. She's 11th.
Okay.
It was close, but I thought it was the 13th. I didn't know y'all's birthdays were that close.
Is that
How
my
about
daughter's
it?
birthday? I don't know.
good that your husband's out of town.
Oh, he knows. Half the time when I like call to schedule a doctor's appointment or something, I'm like, they're like, birth date?
So he
hang
knows
on.
he knows it better than you do? Is that what you're saying?
No, he knows that I
He knows that
stink at dates. I mean, like,
I
he
do
could
too,
ask
honestly.
me, your life depends on saying when my birthday is right now, and I would not know. I don't know my husband's birthday. Anniversary, definitely don't know that.
Wow.
But it's all in my calendar on my iPhone.
And that
I got reminders.
You better hope you don't lose that thing.
I know. I got reminders. When's his birthday?
Thank God for the iPhone.
See, look, his birthday is July 9th. It's in the calendar. Anniversary? Meh. It's in August.
Look at how many things you have
Yeah.
on these days.
I live in this.
Well,
No sleigh on whatever day you just pulled up.
Oh, here we go. August 17th. That's my anniversary. Just found it. Jackpot.
Meanwhile,
Kirby's looking at me like I am the devil.
two ahead. No, you're funny, is what you are. But what's funny about it is that I think a lot of the dudes listening are like celebrating the fact that a female just admitted to all this.
Yeah.
See?
See, I'm with y'all.
Because it's like we don't remember dates either. It has nothing to do with the love involved.
That's
with
right.
whomever you're talking about.
I mean, we're talking about my daughter who I'm obsessed with, and I don't even know her birthday. I mean, I had her. She came out of my stomach, and I don't even know her birthday. It happens.
are we ready to go to break?
It happens.
Please.
It's okay.
All right.
Ross, take it.
It's okay.
Eli Drinkwitz up next.
Yeah.
What's happening? Ron Slade coming to you with KellumStemCellInstitute.com. And if you're living with back pain, there's a breakthrough alternative to surgery. You need to hear about this. It's stem cell therapy from Kellum Stem Cell Institute. No scalpels, no stitches, just a simple injection that targets the pain at its source. That's the Kellum difference. Most patients are back to their routine in days, not weeks. Kellum Stem Cell Institute helps you get back to life faster, so you don't have to worry about staying in the hospital, no general anesthesia, and a much lower risk of complications because your health deserves a safer option. You're in and out the same day. No oversight, no overnights or stays. No overnight stays, no hassle, just results. 615-850-4415. That's the number. Schedule your consultation today. All you got to do is go to KellumStemCellInstitute.com. Don't wait. Get relief today.
Good afternoon. It's 5:03. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from Twin Peaks out in Cool Springs. The Titans were on the practice field today as they get ready to host the Chiefs on Sunday. From practice, a couple Titans that did not practice. Amani Hooker went home with an illness. Van Jefferson did not participate with a back injury. Kevin Zeitler did not participate with a groin injury, and Cedric Gray did not participate with a concussion. In NFL news today, the Dolphins are benching quarterback Tua Tagovailoa and turning to Quinn Ewers as their new starting quarterback for Sunday's game versus the Bengals. Tennessee quarterback Jake Merklinger headed to the transfer portal, according to multiple sources today. Merklinger, a former four-star recruit, has appeared in just 5 games over the last 2 seasons for the Balls. For your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Welcome in 3HL 104.5 The Zone Wednesday edition. Glad you're with us. Appreciate you being here. We are broadcasting live from Twin Peaks in Cool Springs. We would love to see you out here. A lot of 3HL listeners have come by to say hello, and we always appreciate that. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
There she is. She's Babsy Davenport, y'all.
Let's go. Oh, we got our little mini Pookie Bears is what you're holding.
Yeah, so Pookie Bear was the mascot in advance of Toy Field that kind of told the story of what Toy Field is. From toy on the shelf to needy kid or, whatever. Kirby Allen Kirby presented us with mini Pookie Bears. And he gave you one, he gave me one, and he gave me another one to take to Slay tomorrow. So Eki Bop is taking a picture of us right now as we hold the mini Pookie Bear. And just want to say thank you to all of y'all who were able to help us build a field of toys. There were so many kids that we don't want to be in need, and you guys helped that. And we'll leave it at that. Thanks to the Salvation Army and the Forgotten Angels program. We do it every year. That was the 18th annual Toy Field. So we appreciate you guys. Some of the headlines, Tennessee quarterback Jake Merklinger is in the transfer portal, so no longer Tennessee quarterback probably. George McIntyre remains from right here in Nashville. Faison Brandon, one of the top recruits and quarterbacks coming out of high school, will be at Tennessee. They will go into the portal. It's kind of an interesting situation for Tennessee, though, because Aguilar's got a lawsuit out there trying to get another year of eligibility. And you know how lawsuits go, and you know how the NCAA goes. Is these are not quick fixes. It's not a motorboat turning in circles. It's an aircraft carrier. So how long do you wait? How do you approach this? Do you get one of these top guys you were talking about and have them come in to, quote, unquote, compete with McIntyre and Brandon? Or do you bring in a transfer quarterback to be the starter thinking, you know what, you're playing for a playoff spot here? You don't do that with someone who has no experience or limited
But what year is McIntyre now?
Second year.
That will be his.
It'll be his
second year. He was a true freshman this year.
Oh, I thought that he was.
Merklinger is the one who's been in for 2 seasons.
leaving. Okay, got it.
Yeah, George McIntyre was playing at Brentwood Academy last year.
That's right.
And neither McIntyre nor Merklinger really got a ton of reps this season.
No.
Like 3 games for Merklinger in limited role and very limited snaps, and then McIntyre even less.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how they handle that. I just off the top of my head, I might be like, hey, man, I love you, Aguilar, and what you did for the program. It's an amazing story. But we got to move on. I mean, just because of the timing of the situation, because you can get caught with your pants down real fast, and nobody wants that.
That's a way to put it.
And listen, and we already.
I think it's time to move on anyway. Like, are you going to reach the next level with him?
I don't know.
If you think you are, and you can always go back to him. But.
Ideally, if you knew that Aguilar was coming back, then you just roll, right? And you get out of the portal.
Because then you could You don't have to spend money in
Yeah.
a portal, and you could spend it on something else, maybe something on the defensive side.
Fourth most passing yards in a season in Tennessee history right now with 1 game to go.
And listen, I know the 10 interceptions
With
is
limited offseason, too. No spring practice.
Got there in May.
And I know the 10 interceptions is a big number on his stat line, and that's just kind of what you're going to get with Aguilar. But
I thought it's a small number given
for
what
him,
we
for
thought.
him.
That bad,
What
yeah.
we thought coming into the season.
Well, compared to previous Heupel quarterbacks, if you look at Joe Milton's numbers and Nico's numbers,
Yeah,
the
they don't throw a lot of
interceptions were
interceptions.
not
You're right.
up there like
No,
that.
you're right.
That was a very high number for a Josh Heupel quarterback.
Well, guess what? Go ahead.
No, I think we all knew that Aguilar was interception prone coming in, right?
Yes.
You knew it was coming.
And
yeah.
he dialed that back.
Well, speaking of high numbers,
him, yeah.
that's what you're going to pay for a legit, solid transfer portal quarterback that at least the level you're going to need or want to be able to make it to college football playoff and head that direction,
Which is where they need to be, or because we already
Exactly.
heard Josh the
Otherwise-
conversation around Heupel this year.
Oh, yeah. And otherwise, then go with your young guy and let him develop, knowing that maybe this might be a development year for your quarterback.
Keep them happy. Maybe you don't have to worry about this situation next year with the transfer
and maybe
portal.
he's good enough to possibly get you there too.
Maybe.
On top of it, but I was looking on Instagram. Brendan Swarsby is, you guys know, I covered him a couple times at Cincinnati. Actually, at their bowl game, which totally stinks that he is not going to be playing in that. He is in the portal. But Texas Tech fans are losing their mind, and they are tracking his girlfriend now, right? There's the Tennessee, because he has family there in Knoxville.
That
so
sounds
there's
creepy.
talk about that, yes. So a Texas Tech fan wrote, okay, Sorsby's girlfriend just committed to Texas Tech for volleyball. This one's a wrap. Merry Christmas. So, yeah, his girlfriend made public her commitment to Texas Tech for volleyball yesterday. And so now they're like, oh, yeah, Sorsby's going to Texas Tech. Girlfriend
So
headed that way.
we were talking about this yesterday, and we didn't really hit on it, but
They're like
Sorsby.
tracking girlfriends now.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Gotta love college football.
Sorsby played 2 years at Cincinnati. 3 years ago, he played at Indiana.
I totally forgot about that.
He had
and I
15
covered him twice this year.
15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions that year. And then he leaves Indiana. That's when Cignetti comes in and wins all the games. It's a tough break for him.
Yeah, it is. So he ain't go back to IU.
Probably not.
Although he would be a phenomenal fit there.
I mean, it
with
makes
Cignetti.
sense, right? Yeah. He thought that at one point. The Titans have designated the following players to return to practice. Femi Oladejo is back out there. Wide receiver Bryce Oliver back out there. Edge rusher Ali Gay is back out there. You said Dan Moore and Xavier Restrepo back out at practice.
Do you want the practice report?
Yes. Hit it.
All right, for the Titans, Jalen Armour-Davis was at practice, but he was limited with an Achilles. Ali Gay was back, limited with a knee injury. Cedric Gray did not practice with a concussion. Gunnar Helm limited with a toe injury, which he suffered against the 49ers. Amani Hooker went home today because he was sick. Van Jefferson, dealing with a back injury, did not participate. Dan Moore was a full go, dealing with that neck injury that kept him out. Chig was a rest day. Femi was back.
I really thought you were about to say arrested. I was like, well, this is changing.
That would be really bad.
Yeah,
Bryce
Oliver
was back. Jeffrey Simmons had a rest day. Kevin Zeitler did not practice with a groin injury. For the Kansas City Chiefs, they have a very long report. Those who did not practice: wide receiver Tyquan Thornton, concussion. Tackle Jawan Taylor with an elbow injury. Wide receiver Rashee Rice with a concussion. Tackle Jalen Moore with a knee injury. Cornerback Trent McDuffie with a knee injury. And linebacker Leo Chenal with a shoulder injury.
Thank you, Seth.
You're welcome.
From the injury desk. Appreciate that.
And obviously no Patrick Mahomes. He was placed on IR officially today.
We said we were going to do this, so let's do this. Oh, yes, she did. Somebody, Beth said, I don't know when her birthday is, and she came out of my stomach.
Talking about my daughter.
Yeah. And somebody had a response for that, and Babs was like, yes, she did. C-section.
Oh, Bob said she didn't come out of your stomach. Yes, she did, actually. We had emergency C-section with baby Babs, so she
funny.
did. That's why I said
and
that.
We talk about our lives and stuff like that, but like I remember Travis texting me because you were in labor for like 24 hours, like
that
longer
would be
than 24
36.
hours. Yeah, 36 hours.
Terrible.
And so we were all kind of like, praying for you, all this stuff through him, not you, not bothering you, but and then he texted, he said, she's going to have an emergency C-section. I go, dude, get off text. That baby's going to be out in 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
I mean, emergency C-section, they take that thing out of you so fast.
Yeah. You know you're in trouble when you've seen nothing but really young doctors your entire, 36 hours of labor. And then all of a sudden, the old man with the gray hair and his little Vols cap walks in.
Oh, go Vols, Babs.
Oh, yes. I was like, uh-oh. I said, I don't think this is good when the old veteran guy walks in and says, we're going to surgery. That's never good. You always want to see the younger.
Did you scream
docs.
War Damn Eagle at him when you saw his Tennessee hat?
Yeah, not at that point. I think I was a little drugged up then.
Yeah, oh yeah. So was your husband probably. But he texted like 10 minutes later. He's like, "Yep, baby's out. Everybody's good.
Yep.
Hadley's here. Hadley's here."
So fast.
Where are we going now? Eli Drinkwitz.
Yes.
So you found this on the internet, and I have not heard it yet.
Oh, you haven't heard it?
No,
it is long.
Because like if you or Slay or Zeph, play the. Okay, let's do it when we come back then.
Yeah.
When you guys find audio, I try not to listen to it so I can hear it in real time on the radio.
Yes, and react
and then respond and
immediately.
react.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Eli Drinkowitz, when we come back on the issues in college football. Stay tuned. You're going to want to hear it, I hear. This is 3HL broadcasting live from Twin Peaks in Cool Springs, powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com.
All right, just about a week left before you've got visitors in your house, and maybe you need a carpet cleaning or air duct cleaning before visitors come. You need to call Zero Res because they are the right way to clean. Give them a call. Check out their website. They've got current 2 and 3 room carpet specials going on. Tell them Dawn sent you and they will take care of you for those specials. Insanely clean carpets, no soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, soft fluffy carpets that stay clean longer. 615-535-9376 is your phone number, or you can book online easily. ZeroResNashville.com. It's Zero Res spelled the same backwards or forwards. It is the right way to clean, and don't forget to ask about their air duct cleaning.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. Are you surprised that Eli Drinkwitz is still at Missouri? His name popped up during the coaching window this year, a couple of different places.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, he keeps throwing down 10-win seasons at Missouri.
Yeah. And his players like him. And
yeah, he's an impressive guy.
Yeah.
I thought for a second that might make sense at Florida, right? With the visor and the talk trash and, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I guess you can never replicate.
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like people don't give him the respect he deserves as a coach.
Yeah.
Now, is that because he's at Missouri?
The Missouri brand isn't that strong?
Isn't as strong? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
feel like coaches who are at Tulane or Troy or whatever get more respect coming up than Drink does.
Yeah, and he's done an incredible job there.
Incredible.
I mean, incredible job there.
It's kind of crazy to me.
They're difficult to play, all that stuff.
And he's
exciting brand of football. He recruits well.
Ridiculously intelligent, yeah.
Yeah. He talked a little bit about, you found this clip. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm anxious to hear this. Eli Drinkwitz talking about issues in college football. Check it.
No, there's a lot of coaches discussing it and frustrated, in my opinion. And I understand the national sentiment because of the salary ranges of head coaches that it feels like we're complaining. But we're really not. We're trying to sound warning bells. And that's what I believe we're all trying to do, is that there's a warning that the system that we're in is really sick right now. And college football is sick. And it's just, there's showing signs of this thing really cracking moving forward. And we need to get something under control. The SCORE Act was something that it looked like it was going to be a step in a direction. There is no perfect solution, but we have to get some sort of steps moving in that direction. I think we're all weighted with, is it bated breath, the saying, trying to wait on what's going to happen with this fifth-year lawsuit in Nashville, where you could have a flurry of fifth-year guys now being eligible. And that would just throw a completely new wrinkle in the system. Tampering is at, the highest levels. There is no such thing as tampering. It's just because there's nobody that's been punished for tampering. And so everybody on my roster is being called. I had a dad call me and say that, and I called the head coaches at their schools, that this school and this school and this school called, and they are offering this much money. And, it's you're putting a lot of pressure on young men. We're paying them as 1099 employees a lot of money. We're not offering any type of retirement. We're not offering any type of health benefits. And we've worked around the system and then tried to create that as the system, instead of creating a functioning way of moving forward and making sure that it works for everybody. And whether that's collective bargaining, whether that's making them employees, whether that's antitrust legislation that protects everybody, the commissioner or the SEC or the NCAA from lawsuits, something needs to be done. Because, again, TV viewership may be at an all-time high, and that's awesome. And gambling on sports may be at an all-time high, and that's great. I got no problem with that. But what about the well-being of the student athlete? What about graduation rates? What about tax implications? What about handling and understanding financial literacy? What is their life going to look like after 5 years of college athletics? Is it going to be better because they participated in college athletics, or could they be in a tougher situation? And, that a lot of us got into college athletics because we wanted to help young men grow and develop. And I think we're still doing that mission, but it's getting really hard because you used to talk about, Coach Saban used to talk about all the time creating value for yourself. And when he talked about it, he wasn't just talking about value for the NFL. He was talking about creating value for yourself with a college degree. And we've lost that aspect of it. And these guys are going to create tremendous value for themselves playing the game of football, and that's awesome. And I love that these guys are getting paid. I love that last week these guys with their own money went out and bought gifts for Coyote Hill. I love that. That's awesome. But my job also is to look at them in 3 or 4 years down the road, and how many of them are in a better position because they played football if they've transferred 4 times. And you know, that's just the system that we've created. Not all freedom is good freedom.
Oh, there's a quote.
Not all freedom is good freedom.
Interesting
And
points that they're 1099 employees, no retirement, no health benefits, need to figure out a healthy way to move forward, which is definitely true.
it's a system that's cracking.
Definitely true.
And he's right. He's right on every account, even Danny White.
It's almost like
addressed exactly what Drink was saying in a tweet.
Like, imagine if Niagara Falls was just a cliff and there was no water running down it. And then today, Niagara Falls happened. That's kind of what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Right?
And so there's no, we call it guardrails, right? We've said that from the get-go, the minute this started. But even Danny White said this is what he tweeted, quote tweeted, in regards to what Drink was talking about. And a lot of coaches won't talk this openly for this long about it. They just kind of shy away from it. And Drink did not. And that's why this 3-minute whatever diatribe stood out to me, because he hit on a lot of things that are issues within this system. And then also still the good that is still there with college football. But Danny White said this is a pathway. There is a pathway to build a much healthier environment for college athletics within the current laws of our country. It's called collective bargaining. It will be complicated, hard, and likely not perfect, but it is far past time that we roll up our sleeves and do the work.
Shannon Terry talked about that with us, like, what was that, 2 years ago at the On3 event downtown? Maybe 3 years ago.
It was 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's a guy I would lean on if I were college football. Shannon Terry.
No doubt.
Call that guy.
Kind of been through it. Well, I know Tennessee fans' favorite guy ever, Dan Wolken, who said everyone in college sports knows the solution. They just don't have the stomach yet to execute it. Until then, there's no point indulging the complaints, which is a dumb take, but is what it is, right?
Yeah, that guy's
But
interesting.
the part of it that's not dumb is, yes, everybody knows what the right answer is, but it's not the perfect answer, because a perfect answer doesn't exist for how to fix it.
Who sets it up?
Who's in charge?
Right. That's why we obviously need a college football commissioner.
I mean, the last thing you want
Because,
is
like,
Congress and legislation involved from that standpoint.
No, but who sets up collectively bargained agreements and all of those things? Like, who puts the parameters on? No one. Right now.
Right now,
Like, nobody
no one.
can do it.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you have Drink talking about our players are called. Like, you guys, at this point, players are getting paid to just go take visits out of the portal. Just visits. I mean, like, hey, we'll pay you $1,000 if you just come and visit our team and our campus. You can have zero thoughts of actually transferring to this place. But, hey, you're going to get an extra $1,000 to just go visit.
Yes.
That's 1,000% happening. I've talked to schools that do it. It's crazy. It's a crazy world right now.
It's also crazy that
It's like diarrhea through a strainer.
Gross.
all right.
That might be your worst comment ever, Mayor.
That's
I
pretty
might
good.
have to cut you off.
That's a pretty good analogy. I go from Niagara Falls
Oh my God.
to Niagara Falls.
I mean, it's crazy that you have to go to your roster at the end of a season and think, I have to pay every single one of these guys more money than I did last year, or else there's a chance that they could leave, and a decent chance that they could leave.
Yeah.
Like we said earlier, Tennessee last year had to give a backup quarterback, both backup quarterbacks, a pay raise because they were threatening to leave. I don't know if they were threatening to leave, but the threat of them leaving was there.
And then you have no backup.
And then you don't have a backup.
And then you didn't even know at that point if Aguilar was
Yeah, you didn't even know who
it.
your starting. That could have been your starting quarterback who's sitting there and
Who's
like,
leaving.
hey, pay me more. I'm going to go somewhere else where they're going to pay me. Or I'm at least going to play.
It's just not sustainable. It's not
Oh,
sustainable.
for sure that. And honestly,
and Drink talks about the cracks in the system. They're getting deeper. They're getting bigger. They're getting longer. It's not sustainable.
I think the people that want to be in position to be that guy that's in power are just allowing this to happen. So then, because they can't do anything. Like if you're Greg Sankey, and I don't know, but if you're Greg Sankey and you want to be the college football commissioner and the whatever, like there's nothing you can really do now other than kind of push your agenda, which is what he does. And it's been interesting to watch the Big Ten and the SEC kind of align with an agenda, but because you really could see a scenario where those two conferences are going to be like, hey, if you don't fix this, we're leaving.
Yeah.
We're going to do our own thing because they have it set up for that. So at some point, they've got to create this super conference thing, however that works, with 60 schools or whatever it is, and break away. I mean, it's got to happen, doesn't it?
No, not necessarily.
How are you going to, how is the ACC going to be
hate it, though.
a thing 10 years from now? It's not going to get better for them.
Is this the college football that we all wanted?
That's a whole other question. That's another question.
Because I would
it's just
vote
where
no.
we're headed. Just because we're headed there doesn't mean any of us want it necessarily. But it all comes down to who can make the most money and set up all that stuff.
And this is not
the SEC and Big Ten are in the lead on that. Big 12's not. ACC's not.
Nope.
The All-State Conference that's going to hit us next year.
The All-State.
It's not.
By the way, did you see who is the new coach at Washington State?
The Missouri offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
We talked about yesterday?
No. Who am I thinking? I'll have to look it up. I'll get back to you. But anyway, it was
Kirby Moore?
Maybe it was him. Did you see what he said? That he called them the wrong conference, or eventually I just
the Pac-12.
I mean, what?
No, he said something like
the All-State Conference. He was listening
no,
to
but he should have said
the
that.
All-State Conference.
Yeah.
The reason why we call it that is because everybody in the
Mountain
Pac-12
West or
is a
something.
state.
I was like,
Texas State,
Oh,
Washington
they're all states.
State, Oregon
Even
State,
if they're not states, they're
Utah
all states.
State, Boise State.
So we're like, they should be the All-State Conference presented by All-State.
Is Colorado State joining it? I don't know.
I forget all
They
the
should.
states. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. It's just minutia hanging out there. It's like a black hole that people are afraid to go in, but also are really interested by it.
Yes. Anyway,
Those are
it's
three
just,
analogies for you in the last 4 minutes.
There you go. So I mean, we could spend every single hour of a show for an entire week digesting and breaking this down. But I just thought Drink's comments were interesting and dead on, and he's right. Something has to be done. When is it going to be done? I don't know.
Shannon, if you're listening, when the college football playoff is over and we're done with it, you're coming in studio
Yes.
for like an hour, and we're going to talk through
And let's
this.
just
because we have to do it every
break
so
it all
often,
down.
right?
Yeah.
Because it changes so much.
It changes. Yeah.
So much.
Absolutely. All right, do we want to talk Titans and Cam now?
Yeah, Cam Ward had a press conference today, addressed the media. One of the things he discussed was how much involvement does he want in the coach search?
How much would you like to be in on the front? Not hiring the guy,
Terry
but
McCormick,
as far
shout
as meeting all the candidates that they bring in and kind of seeing what they have in mind, maybe for you.
I want to meet all of them. Every coach who's going to get the opportunity to come here, I want to meet them, have conversations throughout the whole process with them, because that's someone that I'm gonna be here with, for that time. So we gotta just continue to, me being around and being open to no matter whoever we try to hire, because I know at the end of the day, who we do hire is going to be the right fit for us, whether it's a defensive person or offensive person. They're going to make sure that every person, in the right place and make sure that every person is set up for success.
Have you had conversations already with Mike and Chad about wanting to be involved with this, or maybe what some of the qualities you might want?
Yeah, I've had conversations with them about wanting to be involved. They know how much I want to be involved. And then especially just not even with the scheme part of it, just, as the head coach, who he is on an everyday basis. And then we'll get into, the scheme, what, I know I'm good at, what I want to do, what he thinks, will also help me.
He wants in on it.
Do you think that they should let him in on it? And how much involvement
Has he
do you
proved and shown enough for you to allow? No, I don't think so.
So
is that? I mean, to an extent, right? But not.
I might have a conversation with him, but in terms of him having any sort of say, no.
No.
I mean, he's an employee.
He's an employee. Now, I would want a coach who would want to sit down with him
beforehand
and
for sure that
figure it
from that angle.
to
Yeah,
make
that's
sure.
interesting. Yes, from
so
that angle, yes.
If you flip it, I'd be fine with it
All right,
as an
Missy
owner. Yeah,
Flip it and reverse
as an
it.
owner, but just because I would want somebody who is considering coaching him to not just watch film, to be able to sit down and figure out what kind of personality they're dealing with, what kind of knowledge they would be dealing with, and what they would have in him. So from that standpoint is where I think it would be important. But for Cam's like well-being, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's different if he's like a 5-year starter guy or something,
And he's
or
already got
even
he's got the
even a
contract,
3-year
yeah.
starter guy, right? Am
Yes,
I
yes.
being completely
Maybe,
unreasonable?
maybe. Yes, maybe. I mean,
if you're definitely the franchise quarterback, he's not definitely the franchise quarterback yet. He hasn't shown enough, right?
exactly. Great point.
So that's where I am.
Even if
he
you
was
think,
definitely,
even if you think he is that, you think he is that. You don't
right.
know. Nobody
it's not
knows.
proven.
Yeah.
It's not shown. Yeah. So no, that's where I am on it. And maybe that's me.
No,
maybe other people are good
I
with
think
it.
that's a great point.
Zach and Blaine were debating that before we got on air, and Blaine was completely in agreement with you. If I'm remembering what he said correctly, that hey, that'd be like, that'd be like when I was getting hired, and they go and ask, Bert, hey, or Bert wants to go in and talk.
Or if Allison is hiring, like Paul Mason gets a great job and he's making $1 billion and he leaves, and then they go to Dawn and go, hey, who do you think we should hire as program director?
Yeah.
Dawn will be like, hell yeah, you should come to me.
I'm like, now this is a different example here. Hold on.
We gave
Hold on.
Dawn too much power.
Maybe I should have used me.
I've
in
also
that
been
example.
here 8 years. Cam's been there 1.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no.
We gave Dawn
really,
too much
that's
power.
true.
Did
No,
you see
that's-
your eyes
that's
light
a-
up?
That's a
See,
good
that's
comeback.
the difference, though.
6,
Hey,
7.
6, 7.
You've been here 8, not 6 or 7.
That's right.
Dawn.
8. Cam.
It
1.
might be 9. You're going into your 9, I think. Yeah, you're going into your 9.
Oh, hell.
Your eyes absolutely lit
You
up.
put up with me longer than you put up with Neil Orn. How about that?
That's crazy. Listen, both of y'all have made me crazy.
Yeah. How about that? How about them apples, Neil? I've had her longer than you.
That sounds so crazy.
What did Corey Curtis say? The angry chihuahua?
That's what he warned you about when I first started
He
working
did, and I
here.
was like, dude, I've never seen that side of her.
Have you seen that side now?
I like that side, actually. I try to instigate that
You
side
like the
sometimes.
angry chihuahua side?
Yeah. Yeah. She keeps you on your toes.
That's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah. It's love language is what it is.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, when we come back, Kyle Brandt, man. Kyle Brandt has really creative takes. If y'all haven't seen him on the NFL Network on the morning show, he has really creative takes. The halftime show this year, do you even know who it is?
No.
Bad Bunny.
I don't even know who that is.
I
It's
know
a
who that
rapper,
is.
right?
Yes. Rapper, actor.
He's from-
He was in Happy Gilmore 2 and was fantastic.
He's from Puerto Rico, I think.
Okay.
He's the halftime show. Kyle Brandt has a different idea for what the halftime show should be, and he thinks that it will please everyone in every genre. We've got that for you when we come back. Also, 3HL bingo card's been interesting today as we continue to broadcast live from Twin Peaks in Cool Springs. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Babsy's next line, I said nothing else matters, and she goes, Metallica, nothing else matters. I'm like, oh, my gosh. I was floored by that one. Speaking of flooring, United Structural Systems is a foundation repair and waterproofing company that has served the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. I'm here for y'all, man. USSTN.com is the website. If you have foundation repair issues or waterproofing issues, questions about either, waterproofing, maybe something you're dealing with now. Standing water in your crawl space, that's a problem. Cracks in your basement flooring, that's a problem. Hardwood floors, cupping, that's a problem. Your house may be trying to tell you something. Putting off a moisture issue in your home is bad for your health. It could lead to more expensive repairs down the road. When USS comes to your house, you're getting problem solvers who provide peace of mind to their customers, the homeowner. You're not getting someone who is worried about meeting a sales quota or upselling the next big thing, but someone there to educate you and help you understand what's happening within your home. At USS, their only measure of success is how satisfied the homeowner is, not a closing ratio. Over 30,000, 100% satisfied residential customers. Homeowners trust USS, keeping homes dry and stable. We guarantee our best. Call USS, serving Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, and Western Kentucky. Online, USSTN.com, or give them a call, 615-488-7855.
What's up, man? Big Slade coming to you with BrentwoodJewelry.com. Get all of your Christmas fixings ready. You get your stocking stuffers, the stuff that goes under the tree. You might want to hide one under a pillow. It just depends on you. But you can go to Brentwood Jewelry at 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for over 50 years. And you got to understand, Christmas is right around the corner. Next week, to be exact. So get in there. Christmas hours, Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, Saturday, 9 to 5, Sunday, 1 to 5, all the way through Christmas. Whether it's engagement rings, whether it's watches, bracelets, earrings, you cannot go wrong. And, hey, I'm telling you right now, I love the watches. The best selection in watches. But they are the go-to spot also for pre-owned Rolex, vintage and current models. So go get a fine on pre-owned Rolex for a fraction of the cost. Every watch has been meticulously serviced, so it's just up to you to go in there and get it. It's BrentwoodJewelry.com.
It's my song.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. That is your song.
The LBC.
Your karaoke song of choice. Didn't you want to do that in 2026? Like a karaoke night with the 3HL crew?
Yes, I am speaking with Rich in Promotions for us to set it up. We will have in 2026 a show listener karaoke night.
Should it be a show like during the show, or should we like make this outside of the show and all go party somewhere?
I want to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's outside of the show.
That never happens.
Listen, you can't be doing karaoke like stone cold sober. Look, Kirby agrees. Kirby, are you going to drink and do karaoke?
What would your song be, Kirby? Nat King Cole. Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Boy, there's
Kirby,
a challenge right there.
Alan Kirby singing Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Oh, well, look, Mayor will do it right now for
Bob,
you.
what's your song? All of Me, John Legend.
That would be a sight.
Look at Zeph.
Ross.
I mean, listen,
Ross, what would your song be?
Lord knows, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something deep.
I don't know that song. Lord knows I don't know.
Something deep. Listen, mine's Warren G. Regulators.
Yeah.
These guys are like all these love songs. And
I've never done karaoke, so I
Unforgettable.
don't know where I would go. Zeph, what would you do?
No idea.
You never done it?
Maybe I've sang Rocky Top drunk.
Oh, jeez.
Do you do the woo?
Pick
Are you a
one.
woo guy?
Pick a song? I can't just
What
pick a
would you
song
do?
right now.
Okay, well, I need you to think about it because you're on the clock for our karaoke night in 2026.
I have to actually participate. Can I not just like make fun
No,
of people that are up there?
1,000% you have to participate.
I just want
It's
to
a
make.
rule.
I just want to make fun of the people that are up there.
Nope.
Yeah, you
gotta
definitely
do it.
can't do that if you're not going to sing.
In my head, I'm not gonna like do it out loud.
In my head.
Hey,
Bob,
someone,
you got to.
someone's upset with you guys about the karaoke thing, I think. He's on
Who
the
is-
phone right now.
Who is upset? Who's on the phone?
I'm sorry. Are you going to have a karaoke night and not invite the rest of us?
Oh, no, everybody's
Oh, it's
invited.
Buck. Is
that
Especially Buck. Buck, what are
Is
you
that
singing?
Rising?
Wow.
Buck, you're
I'm
actually
sorry.
listening to our show?
I don't typically, I'm not in the car at this time, but I always have 3HL on when I'm in the car, of course.
Good job, Buck.
Wow, what a thing to say. I'm never in the car, but if I am, I have.
That's right. I never listen
Make it
to
a
you, but I
promo.
just happen to be. Okay, well,
one of
I
the,
have a
one of
couple
the,
of
one of the
questions.
promo weasels out there in the world, make us a promo. Put it on the tombstone.
Are you talking about Zeph? He's the one that does it.
Hey,
If you
why are you in the
self-identify as a
car?
promo weasel, that's on you.
Why are you in the car right now? Are you shopping?
I
Christmas shopping?
am leaving the gym because, like Dawn was talking about, you know, an evening that you go out and imbibe, I needed to go sweat something out because we went to Machine Gun Kelly last night, courtesy of Two Rivers. So we're very appreciative.
Oh, wow.
The good
That's
Two Rivers
hardcore.
people. And then I went to Tootsie's because why not?
That's
Because why
always
not?
a great idea.
All right, what was your best moment, your favorite moment from your night at Machine Gun Kelly, Buck Rising?
Oh, it's an excellent question. It was probably the after party. Nothing against Machine, nothing against MGK. Great show, good time. But I don't do a lot of Broadway nights anymore. And you guys talking about throwing a little party made me want to grift off of your little party. So I was very upset that nobody had told us about the karaoke. That's all.
Well,
Okay,
we're
here's
kind
the
of
rule.
riffing right now, actually.
We are, but the rule is it's not set up yet. I'm on it. The rule is, though, you can come and Lucas and everybody at the station is invited, but you have to sing a song. What's your karaoke song?
Oh, how do you like me now, Toby Keith? What do you mean?
Seriously? I
Hell
never
yeah.
would
You
put
kidding
that
me?
on
I would
you.
Crush. I crush.
Okay, that is amazing.
Not only
this
are
is
you
all
saying
happening.
you're going to sing a song, it's a specific
It's a-
song, and you're setting the bar high.
Yeah. Listen, bring your A game, Davenport. I don't mess around at karaoke, okay? You want to play this game? We're going to play this game.
Oh, shoot. Now I have to practice.
You put the high and set the bar high.
Now I have to practice because there ain't no way the Buck Rising is going to be better than me at it. No
The
way.
bar is not the only thing that will be achieving some heights that evening.
Thank you, Buck. Love you, brother.
Thanks, Buck.
Always a pleasure.
Ross, do we have time for Kyle Brent?
going to be kind of close, but I can play it right now probably.
Let's do it. Kyle Brandt, perfect Super Bowl halftime show. Listen.
The burden with these things, as always, is you just can't please everyone. You just can't. So I remember when, the Super Bowl gets announced and it's going to be in San Francisco, people like me are like, oh, my God, Metallica's from San. I'm like, that's not going to be Metallica. There's too many people who aren't into that. But, of course, there's the acts that may be younger that the old people aren't into. So you need something for everybody, and I've got it. And I've been saying it for years. Weird Al. Weird Al Yankovic, and just hear me out, all right? It's something for everybody. You're going to have homages to everyone from Michael Jackson to Nirvana to Coolio to The Knack to Joan Jett. There's going to be rap and there's going to be rock. Now, it's all going to be farcical and it's all going to be parody. But even the people who are getting parodied themselves, like Michael Jackson is on record of having loved Weird Al. He's like,
all right,
yes,
Ross,
take
thank
my
you.
song.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Appreciate you guys for including us in your day and in your lives.
so
We do
good.
not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Hopefully, we put a smile on your face. Good night. God bless.
Joan Jett, baby. See ya.
Wouldn't want to be unless you're.
Shout out to the bingo card, which I'll do tomorrow.
Keep a look up next with Titans Tonight.
There you go.